It's the night where every championship is on the line. The ultimate test for the champions of Raw and SmackDown as the top contenders risk it all for the opportunity at championship gold. It's the story of a career of resurgence. A change of brand has seen Triple H become the cerebral assassin of old, but can he defeat the very best in the WWE in Kevin Owens? The Demon has arrived and has brought back up with him as the Balor Club has emerged on Raw. The championship is in their possession and they have begun their takeover of Monday nights. But can the former champions of Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler end the dream before it begins? It's the end of an era for our women as we usher in the next generation of women wrestlers in Universe Mode. Who will be crowned the first women's champion at Night of Champions? Sasha Banks, Nikki Bella, or will our current champion Paige win again? It's the final battle between the Beast Code and Spear Shock. Who will walk away as tag team champions in the final match of their best of 3 series? The new team of the A-listers are looking to end the dominant run of the Wyatt family. Will Davey and Sandow spoil their chances? The new blood has begun to take over Raw as Shinsuke Nakamura has impressed in the early stages of his Universe Mode career. Can he cap off a memorable debut with a title win at his first pay-per-view against Rusev and Cesaro? The rising star of Neville meets a similar opponent in Kalisto. Both men are chasing the same dream and come from similar paths. Who will be the next Intercontinental Champion? This is the toughest night for our champions in Universe Mode. It's the showcase of the best. Which champions will retain? Who will be our champions at the end of the night? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Night of Champions pay-per-view. My name is BrendenPlayz, and this is the toughest challenge of our champions here tonight. It is the night where every single championship will be defended, and that's the only match that you can expect to see tonight. Every match will be a championship match here tonight at the Night of Champions. Now, if you want to watch a specific match, please head to the description down below. The full match card will be there. Click on a timestamp and it'll take you straight to the beginning of one of the matches you want to see. So if you don't want to watch this one, you want to watch this one later, and you want to skip ahead to one of the main events, you can do so. Click on the timestamp in the description. But this should be a very exciting matchup, no doubt about that. It is a triple threat match for the United States Championship to kick us off here tonight. That's Cesaro on your screen, who just came to the ring, and his first opponent is this man, Shinsuke Nakamura. A lot of talk about him leading into the matchup, whether he can cap off a pretty memorable debut and finish it up with a US title victory. He's made a big impact already, but he's slipped away a little bit. He's had a couple of losses that have probably dampened his performances and his confidence heading into this one, but there's no doubt about it. I think he's ready for this match. We'll have to see how he fares against two of the very best we have here on Raw. Cesaro has been very impressive in the last couple of months, and Cesaro actually has a bit of a bone to pick with Nakamura. We'll talk more about that later on. With Rusev, our current champion, arguably the breakout superstar of the year for Monday Night Raw, so Nakamura certainly has his hands full here tonight. Two very tough opponents. There's no doubt about that, but this is his pay-per-view debut here in Universe Mode. Debuted not long after the SummerSlam pay-per-view and immediately became the #1 contender for the US Championship. And here comes our current champion, Rusev. And what a champion he's been. He's been champion since Payback, I should say now, and that's since May, so he's had a lot of time with his championship thus far. Not a lot of title defenses, but he's starting to rack them up a little bit now, including one against Rhino in a steel cage match not too long ago on Raw. And now Rusev, his confidence is growing. I think him as a champion, he's certainly getting better and better with the championship. You know, I think there was a lot of talk whether or not he'd be able to defend the championship because he went a couple of months without defending it. Now, I think there's no doubt about it, Rusev is a great champion. and he's looking to keep that title around his waist a little bit longer. But I think this is his toughest challenge to date. He's had some tough ones, there's no doubt about it. He's versus Ziggler, he's versus Rhino. Now, Cesaro and Nakamura in the one match, the one time. Rusev may not even have to be pinned to lose the championship, and that has to be a daunting experience that Rusev has to try and overcome here tonight. That's the title, that's up for grabs. Here we go, folks. What a match this is going to be. Looking forward to seeing who can walk away with this championship in our first match here at Night of Champions. And here we go, Rusev coming after Cesaro. Cesaro launched over the top rope, and Rusev's going to follow it up. So we talked about it a moment ago, but the situation between Cesaro and Nakamura. Well, basically, Cesaro, it was leading into SummerSlam, he was actually targeting our current WWE champion, Finn Balor. Because Finn Balor was a guy who was taking spots away from someone like Cesaro. Because Cesaro felt as though, you know, he would have been Money in the Bank, he would have been the Money in the Bank holder if, you know, Finn Balor wasn't there. Finn Balor taking a spot away from someone like him. And Finn Balor obviously went on to become WWE champion, and Cesaro did not. So Cesaro feels as though he deserves all these opportunities, he deserves to have all this, but yet again, he can't quite get the wins what he needs to earn that opportunity. He had a fair shot at Money in the Bank, and he lost. So he just took out his frustrations a little bit on Finn Balor. It didn't work out for him at SummerSlam. Then Nakamura comes in, and the Battle Royal after SummerSlam, the 6-man Battle Royal #1 contenders match. It was actually Cesaro and Nakamura in the final 2 of that Battle Royal. And at the end, Nakamura, he eliminated Cesaro. So Cesaro, once again, is not happy with a newcomer. That was Nakamura's first night, and he came in and he took away Cesaro's opportunity at the US Championship. So Cesaro was absolutely livid with Nakamura. So there's no doubt about it. This is a bit of a personal match for Cesaro here, and even Nakamura as well. He's got a point to prove. Cesaro's got a point to prove. Rusev's got a point to prove. Everyone needs this matchup. Everyone needs to win this. And hang on, bit of double teaming there by Nakamura and Cesaro with a big kick there to Rusev. And the baseball bat, hang on. The baseball bat is in. It is triple threat rules tonight. We have 2 more triple threat matches coming up here in this show. Bit of a triple threat galore. I know you guys have been teasing me a little bit, saying, Jesus Christ, is every single match going to be a triple threat match? Well, no, but yes, we do have a few triple threats here tonight. We have 3 triple threats in title. This is the first one. 2 later on, including the Women's Championship match and the WWE Championship matchup. So, a lot to look forward to there. As at the moment, Cesaro kicks away Nakamura. Nakamura now into the ropes. Rusev, though, I think he hit Cesaro and stopped Cesaro from capitalizing there. So that's triple threat rules right there. That's what you can expect to see. When you're working on one opponent, look out for the next one, because he might be there to take it away from you. Cesaro had a few goes at that, but he got there at the end, breaking up the pinfall. Hits the uppercut there of Nakamura. And Nakamura is down. Rusev now from behind. Look out, Cesaro! Landing on the back. Now Nakamura can have one as well. This time, the knee into the back. So Rusev's going to try and rely on his power game here to outpower his 2 opponents here. But there's no doubt about it, Cesaro might just be stronger than Rusev. He is certainly able to match him in the power game. Right now, Nakamura hooking the leg, and he won't get it because Cesaro is there. And we've talked about it many times throughout the series, but we'll say it one more time. You know, when you take one down, you got to take the other one out in a triple threat match. There's no way you can walk away with the win if your other opponent, the third man, is sitting there watching you pin the other guy. He's not going to let that one slide. He's going to break that one up. So it is vital right now. Nakamura, spinning with the forearm there, connecting nicely there on Cesaro. Rusev, though, attacks Nakamura, and down he goes. Cesaro has to watch on and try and get back to his feet here. Can he do so? And he will. Rusev trying to wonder, what can he do here to try and get a bit of a separation here. Nakamura, though, went for a kick. Drop kick, and I think he misfired. And Cesaro with a snap suplex. Down goes Nakamura. Well, for Rusev, he's just got to try and survive this match here tonight. Plants down Cesaro. Chance now for Rusev. Nakamura's on one knee, but Cesaro's not going to let him do it, and he kicks him away. Well, for Rusev, he's got to try and survive here tonight because he's been a great champion thus far. He's held it for a few months now. He's really starting to grow and grow and grow. He's got all the potential to move up and become a main event star here on Raw, but he just has to keep going. I think he needs a couple more months as a champion under his belt before he's ready for that opportunity. And if he loses it here tonight, that could certainly derail his chances to becoming a major star here on Raw. We know he's got the potential, but I just think the confidence is where he needs to improve on. Just believe in himself. Right now, here we go. Double suplex by Rusev and Cesaro teaming up. They teamed up not too long ago on Raw as well in a tag team match. Nakamura and Rhino teamed up to take on Cesaro and Rusev. It was on that night where Rhino and Nakamura were unsuccessful. So these two guys, Cesaro and Rusev, have teamed up in the past with success. And a momentary team up there, but this time Cesaro tried to get the pinfall on Rusev. Nakamura, though, getting himself involved, and look out again. Oh my god, what about that from Rusev? Drilling Cesaro into the mat, and now Nakamura has the arm of Rusev, but obviously right there next to the ropes. And Nakamura having a bit of a dance as well. He's feeling it. He's happy with himself so far. And look out! There's the uppercut! The flying uppercut there by Cesaro. Nakamura, though, not going to allow Cesaro to capitalize. He decides just to kind of work down the chin of Rusev. And now Nakamura has Cesaro up and slams him down. Kind of drops him down, didn't he? Rusev with a big right hand there. And look out, went for the big super kick. He missed. Nakamura evading. That could have been it right there. Rusev's hit that super kick in the past to win and retain that championship. He knows how crucial that move is, and Nakamura just barely evaded it. Rusev with those elbow strikes. And now, Cesaro picks up Rusev and he slams him down. So Cesaro is happy to throw Rusev around just as much as Rusev's happy to throw Cesaro around. The rope break there, helping out Rusev right there. Now look out, here's Nakamura. Plants down Rusev as well. Cesaro wanted something to do with that. He wanted to try and break that situation up. Instead, Nakamura turns his attention to Cesaro. Now Cesaro's in the corner, meets the turnbuckle, face first. And Nakamura takes a quick little breather. And now look out. Nakamura over the top rope. Cesaro's trying to get back to his feet. He's up. But this match has been taken to the outside, and Nakamura bounces off the apron almost at the steel steps and the steel ring post. Dangerous territory right now for Nakamura. Look out. Oh my goodness, Rusev. Well, he is just assaulting Nakamura to the outside of the ring right now. And that is a dangerous place to be. Luckily for Nakamura, Cesaro gets himself involved because he realizes now Nakamura is down. This is Cesaro's chance. If he can hit a big move, and he's going to go for it, the neutralizer. If he can hit it, he would win, but Nakamura has got back in the ring, and that might just affect Cesaro's chances there. And Cesaro taking his time to go for the pin. I think he's going to go for it regardless. I don't think he's going to get there. Well, I'm not sure what he was quite thinking there, but now look out, Nakamura, the armbar is in. Well, Nakamura, a bit of an MMA background, we know that. And he's trying to lock the armbar in, but Cesaro able to break the hold, the strength of Cesaro. Too much to overburden there for Nakamura. Elbow strike there from Nakamura. Rusev wants a piece of these two. But these two are just happy to go after one another. Oh, Nakamura launched to the other side of the ring. Cesaro's in trouble because Rusev pressing down on him, trying to get the cover. But I'm not sure what Rusev was really thinking of there. I think he went for the wrong man. Rusev now. Oh no, Cesaro with the counter. But Rusev was trying to pick Cesaro up. Cesaro able to stop that and stop that right in its tracks. We might be heading up to the top of the rope right now. Here's trouble. No, Nakamura saving Cesaro. Not sure what he's thinking there. Instead hits a German suplex. This is what he's thinking. Both shoulders are down. Cesaro's got to get there in time. No, he'll kick out at two. Rusev almost losing the title right there. Well, that was actually smart thinking from Nakamura in the end. Rusev barely able to kick out and keep this one alive. Rusev now went for a scoop slam. Nakamura instead turns it into a DDT. A nice counter there from Nakamura. Cesaro Can't quite get his hands on Nakamura because he keeps getting kicked right in the gut. Picked up now and slammed down as well. Nakamura, well, he's trying to decide who does he pin. Does he want Cesaro? Does he want Rusev? He turned around, had a look at Rusev. Instead, he goes for Cesaro. And now from behind, here we go. Has the leg hooked. And boom! Hits the suplex. And now, both shoulders are down. Nakamura, new champion. No! Cesaro kicks out. And geez, Rusev is a lucky man right there. He had no idea what was going down just then. And Nakamura almost stole the championship from Rusev right there. That's the beauty of a triple threat. Now Nakamura is going to go to the top. Cesaro almost went off the top not too long ago himself. Now he's going to repay the favor. This time to Nakamura. Absolutely launched to the other side of the ring. Cesaro believes he's got him. He may have had him, but Rusev won't even try and test the waters there. He's going to make sure that that does not happen. Rusev now in the corner. Cesaro with a shot to the back. And again, no, Rusev countering with the elbow. This is a close one right here. All three men desperately want it. All three men have really shown us what they can do here. They've all been quite impressive. Cesaro and Nakamura right now picking on Rusev a little bit here, who's been stuck in the middle a little bit. But instead, Rusev gets out of it, and now he might be heading up to the top of the rope with Nakamura this time as well. Nakamura, well, he might be going coast to coast. Went off the other turnbuckle. Now he's going to go off this one. No, instead, Cesaro hits a suplex there on Rusev. Hooks the leg. He may have him. No. Well, looked like an explosive suplex there from Cesaro. Now Nakamura is going to go for the armbar again. The armbar's locked in once again for Nakamura. And Rusev, he might want to break this up. He does. He took his time. Well, I think he wanted to see Cesaro's arm getting hurt a little bit. And there's the uppercut on Nakamura. Rusev's got to get there again and break this up. The cover. Rusev took his time, but he got there at the counter too. Cesaro's looking really, really good right now. Nakamura's in some trouble. Rusev, though, picks up. And the back body drop. Picks up Nakamura. Nakamura's taking a beating right now. Can he work himself back into it? Nakamura has Rusev near the ropes. Might be trying to use the ropes to his advantage. No, he can't quite do it. Instead, hooks the leg and Rusev will kick out. Cesaro is still down. Nakamura, chance. That knee right into Rusev. Can Nakamura do it? No, take it off his feet. That was his chance, Nakamura. Cesaro was still down. And now Rusev coming after Cesaro from behind. Instead, Nakamura wants to do it instead. Oh my goodness. Big suplex there from Nakamura. And Rusev will just wear down Cesaro a little bit more. This match has been close. It's got to be... We've got to have a winner soon. It's just... These guys have given it their all. Rusev went for a drop kick. And I think he caught a little bit of Nakamura. Didn't do anything to him though. The knee has connected there from Nakamura. Cesaro now. Uh-oh. Look out! Here comes that neutralizer. Connecting. Rusev, he's on two knees. He's got to get up. Rusev's got to get up in time. He's on one knee. Cesaro rolls Nakamura over. Rusev's back to his feet. This could be it. But Rusev gets there. Nakamura wasted too much time. He had it. He had the match won. But Rusev able to get to his feet. Save the day. And Cesaro takes down Rusev. Nakamura takes down Cesaro. Swept the leg. Nakamura feels as though he might have Rusev thanks to Cesaro's great work there. Rusev kicks out again. Nakamura has Rusev up and look out. Plants him down. And the drop kick to the back. Well, Nakamura has to decide who does he want to try and target here. Is it Rusev or is it Cesaro? Both men are taking a beating. Rusev looks as though he's in worse off shape there, but instead Nakamura is coming after Cesaro. Maybe he feels as though he needs to take out Cesaro and then come after Rusev. Cesaro has Nakamura in the corner, trying to hit the kick to the gut. I think he's misfired a couple of times there. And a few air swings. And meets the German suplex of Rusev instead for his troubles. Nakamura back to his feet, watching on. And there's the super kick! Super kick there by Rusev. Oh no! Wait a minute! Nakamura! He's got Rusev! And he calls out the landslide! The landslide! Hooks the leg! Rusev's in trouble! Cesaro can't get to his feet! And Nakamura has won the United States Championship! What a win here for Shinsuke Nakamura! The landslide after the super kick by Rusev on Cesaro. Cesaro was knocked out cold. He had no idea where he was. Rusev thought, hang on, I've got the match won. Then there was one man to look out for. It was Nakamura, who pounced straight away, hit the landslide. It was over from there. And Nakamura has won the United States Championship in his pay-per-view debut just 4 weeks from debuting on Raw. Nakamura has won the US title already. Very, very impressive victory for Nakamura here tonight at Night of Champions. Well, one match down. We've already had a title change. We've got 6 more to go, folks. Will we see a title change in every match here tonight? It is very, very possible indeed. There it was. Big super kick from Rusev. And he thought, hang on, I might just have this one here. Then Nakamura from behind. Boom, landslide, done. And straight away went for the cover, hooked the one leg. I thought Rusev's leg might have been under the bottom rope. We'll have to take another look at that sometime. I think he might have just been, well, I think he might have just been okay. But Nakamura, the US Championship, arriving to the US not too long ago to come here to Monday Night Raw, and he's already made a huge impact. The Japanese star, Nakamura, your United States Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we get ready for our next matchup. It is going to be for the World Tag Team titles. It is the A-Listers versus the Wyatt family. But first, we have a few quick words from Kevin Owens about his match here tonight against Triple H. Tonight, I go one-on-one with Triple H, a man who is that arrogant and egotistical to believe that he can beat me. Look at the list of people that I've beaten. I've pinned The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar I've beaten, Randy Orton, John Cena, Dean Ambrose, Daniel Bryan, Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio. I've beaten everybody on SmackDown. And just because you believe you're a new man, you're the new Triple H, the new Triple H is still not as good as the current Kevin Owens, because Triple H, you're 10 years, if not more, past your prime. This is not 2005, this is not 2002, this is not 1999. I am the best in the world right now. This is my show. And you think that you're better than all the guys I've beaten in the past? Well, you can think again, Triple H, because tonight I prove to you and to everyone else just how good I really am, because I've been champion since WrestleMania, and I'm not going to stop until I hit next year's WrestleMania and the WrestleMania after that. I am not ever going to lose this championship, and I'm sure as hell not going to lose it to someone like you. The World Tag Team Championships are up for grabs as the A-Listers battle the Wyatt family here tonight. The first member of the A-Listers coming out in a moment's time. It is none other than The Miz. And this should be an interesting challenge for the Wyatt family, who have held the championships for a long time themselves and been very, very impressive. We just heard from Kevin Owens, who looks as though he's revved up, ready to go for Triple H later on here tonight. That should be a great match indeed. The World Heavyweight title up for grabs in that one. The game, Triple H trying to, I suppose, kickstart his career a little bit and get himself going again. And Kevin Owens is out to try and stop that right in its tracks. Here comes The Miz, though, and he's been trying to chase these tag titles for a few months now. Obviously, last month at SummerSlam, he teamed up with his former partner, Damien Sandow, and they challenged the Wyatt family, and they were unable to get the win on that occasion. Now, he's got himself a new tag team partner, and it is Tyler Breeze. They call themselves the A-Listers, and because, well, Tyler Breeze, famous model all around the world. The Miz, well, famous movie star, I mean, at least in his own mind. And Tyler Breeze, I think he thinks he's a model in his own mind as well. These two guys, I could argue a little bit delusional, but, you know, if they believe it, we'll believe it. So these two guys in their own mind think they are the greatest thing since sliced bread, but we'll see how they go here tonight against the Wyatt family in tag team action. Impressive leading in towards the pay-per-view, though, we have to say. Some singles wins and also a tag team victory as well against the Dudleys. So there's a lot to like here. So far so good, they've been pretty good, there's no doubt about that. But here is their ultimate challenge, the ultimate task. It is Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, the Wyatt family. And this is a monster team, a team that just cannot be stopped. They are very, very dominant. They are the World Tag Team Champions, two-time Tag Team Champions here on SmackDown. And we haven't heard too much of them in recent times. They've just kind of been flying in the background, just watching the battle of all these contenders coming after the titles. They haven't really had to do much themselves. They've just had to be able to turn up on the pay-per-views, get the win, and walk home. But wherever the hell that is. I mean, they haven't really had to kind of compete as of late, or we haven't really showcased them too much. But there's no denying how good these guys are. They are, without a doubt, the best team right here in... well, on SmackDown, perhaps even in the WWE. So, I would say a little bit to prove here tonight for the Wyatt family. Another challenger awaits, and that is the A-listers. But they've obviously beaten The Miz before, so they'll be pretty confident they can beat him again. But with the new tag team partner of Tyler Breeze, all of a sudden, I've got some newfound confidence in The Miz that he can get this done. He's been chasing it for a long time, trying to become a tag team champion for over a year. Is tonight the night? But he and Tyler Breeze, in their first effort, get it done. Maurice is joining them ringside as well. That will help them out. The Wyatts are all alone. They've decided not to opt to bring in Bray Wyatt or Braun Strowman as extra support. Instead, Harper and Rowan will go at it themselves. And a big time, well, just kind of picking up The Miz and just tossing him away. And now a couple of elbow drops as well. So, I guess the kind of the talk of the town was a little bit headed in this one. Oh, head first. Down goes Harper. And The Miz, hang on, follows it up with a sliding dropkick. So a lot of the talk coming into this one was about Damien Sandow. Obviously, he's had his little dealings with the Miz and Breeze over the last few weeks. Oh, Tyler Breeze, nice tag team work there. Harper sent over the top rope. So that's some good communication and some good teamwork there. And that's exactly what you want to see from this new team. Well, with Sandow, it was interesting, and because the first match that they had against the Inspirational Express, the A-listers, they lost because of Sandow's interference in that match. So Sandow has had his few dealings with Tyler Breeze and The Miz. Obviously a match against Tyler Breeze as well, one-on-one. But we haven't seen Sandow for a few weeks now. Has he kind of given up on his pursuit of The Miz, trying to get revenge after the assault The Miz gave him at SummerSlam? Is he giving up on that, or is he still focused on getting revenge on The Miz? I'm not exactly sure, but at the moment, The Miz and Tyler Breeze have been able to rest a little easier knowing that Sandow hasn't been around, and has certainly helped them get through to this match here tonight. Perhaps Sandow wanted The Miz and Tyler Breeze to get to this opportunity here tonight. I don't know. At the moment, it is Harper in there with The Miz still, and back and forth there, both hitting each other with the head. And now, swinging neckbreaker connecting there by The Miz. Well, there is a lot to like about The Miz and Tyler Breeze. Obviously, very confident of themselves. They believe that they can, they have each other's back. They believe that they are the greatest thing in the world. And sometimes that's not too bad. You have two like-minded superstars, two guys who are very similar. It makes for a good team. So, the Wyatts are very similar. They're very creepy. They're huge. They're giants. They're just, we don't know. They're just the unknown. You know what you're going to get from Tyler Breeze and The Miz. They're going to show off a little bit. They've got a bit of an ego. They believe they're better than everyone else. So this is a big opportunity here just to kind of put up or shut up. Are they going to get it done, or or what? So we're going to see. We're going to see what these two guys are made of. A neckbreaker there from Tyler Breeze, who's now in this matchup, trying to isolate Luke Harper a little bit. He might need to look for a tag Harper, try to get Eric Rowan, his tag team partner, in. I think he's going to do so. Here comes Rowan now. So, very, very impressive run here for the Wyatts as a tag team. you know, it's hard to kind of sustain that momentum for such a long period of time. They've been so dominant for such a long time. You have to wonder, when is the time? When will they slip? When will they fall? Is it going to be tonight? Or will it continue on, this dynasty continue on for such a long period of time? Bray Wyatt, their leader, has slipped away a little bit in the last few weeks, losing the IC Championship, and now kind of falling away from that division, trying to move up to the world title division. Can these two guys hang on? You know, Braun Strowman's had a bit of a lackluster debut since arriving. He started out strong, but he kind of slipped away a little bit, losing some matches, and he's kind of gone away over the last few weeks trying to improve his game and trying to get himself a little bit better. I mean, whatever he does to train, and maybe he's just kind of, you know, in the forest throwing some logs around, or maybe he's kidnapping some people, or I don't know, whatever these guys do for fun, I don't know. But I mean, at the moment it is Rowan in there dropping the knee. So the Wyatts, I mean, have been such a dynasty for such a long period of time here on SmackDown, but it just feels as though their grip on that may be slipping a little bit with the other members struggling. Can they keep it going through the tag title division here with Rowan and Harper? Rowan there with a big right hand to The Miz, and that's even better with the headbutt. That's a little bit more effective. Not much in the head of Eric Rowan, so when he throws the headbutt, you know it's going to be pretty effective. The Miz now has a hold of Rowan and has the leg. Will sweep him off of his feet and continue to work him down, perhaps trying to set him up for that figure 4 leg lock later on. The Miz just has Rowan's head back and forth into the mat. And now, big clothesline. And geez, he put everything he had into that one. And now can look to try and end this match now. The cover. Miz kicks out at 2. Keeps this one going. And here comes the tag. So Harper back in there. Rowan, impressive little run there he had. Harper struggled a little bit in the opening stance. Can he hit back and do a little bit better this time round? The Miz with a knee to Harper. And in the corner. And Rowan drops down because Harper's going to go off the top. Flies off the top with a flying clothesline. And the Miz now in some trouble. From behind, Harper face first. Down goes the Miz, landing on his gut. And now Harper trying to put him away. Here it is. Hook of the leg. And Miz will kick out at 2. Close. Close for Harper. But he just manages to stay in it. Oh, he's not finished yet. Luke Harper's not finished yet. He's going to set him up with his discus clothesline, is he? Here it comes. Boom, right there. And the Miz broken in half there from the clothesline. That surely will be it. Tyler Breeze is trying to get there. Rowan can't stop him. And Rowan had a chance to help his teammate win the match right there and then. But Tyler Breeze just got there. And Rowan plants him down for his troubles. But that was so close. And now Harper has his arms wrapped around the Miz, trying to wear down the A-lister himself. Now Maurice, hang on, she's got those steel steps. I don't know how she can pick them up. They're 250 pounds or something like that. I mean, 500 pounds, I don't know. They're the heaviest things in the world. I don't know how she picked it up, but she managed to do so. I thought she was going to introduce them into the ring, but no, she's kept them to the outside, thank goodness. Would have been a disqualification for her team if she had to use them. Here comes the Miz. Big stomp to the head there. And the Miz has had enough, and he's going to bring in his tag team partner, Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze now. Right hand there to Harper. Now look out. Harper. Oh. Tyler Breeze able to counter. And now look out. Suplex of his own. So Tyler Breeze, despite, you know, being the pretty guy. And oh, hang on a minute. That's a super kick. Forget about what I was saying. This could be it now. Harper. He'll kick out at 2. I was going to say, despite being the pretty boy and being the model and, you know, all the makeup and thinking that he's the greatest thing in the world, this guy can actually go in the ring. He is actually a real talent in the ring. And despite the whole persona that he puts on, he can really get it done in the ring. And that's why The Miz has really recruited very well with Tyler Breeze. From NXT, Tyler Breeze wasn't having much of a run of it in NXT. He didn't have much of an impact. Had a few matches and that was it. But I think The Miz was preparing and had a backup plan in mind. And Tyler Breeze was that plan. And now the A-listers have formed. And now I believe they could be, you know, a top team here on SmackDown. Hurricane Rana there by Tyler Breeze. Stomping away there on the Wyatts. And the A-listers have, I think, gotten the better of the Wyatts throughout a majority of this match. There's been some times where Harper has been looking good, obviously with the discus clothesline. But they're hanging in there, and that's a plus for me for the A-listers. We've seen the Wyatt family dominate their opponents so badly to the point where they're just not even in the match. But the A-listers are definitely in this match thus far. And we've talked about it a moment ago, but you just get the feeling with the Wyatts, things are slipping away a little bit with their dominance here on SmackDown. Perhaps they're a little bit fatigued. Have they got enough left in the tank to keep this dominant run going? Or will a new team who's excited, ready to go, and full of life and energy be able to overcome them? Harper, though, planting down Tyler Breeze. Nothing wrong with that. And now, again, he's trying to put Tyler Breeze away. Hooks the leg. Breeze kicks out. The Miz watching on intently, hoping that his partner Breeze can get it done. I mean, if Tyler Breeze loses tonight, is The Miz going to turn on him as well? I mean, that'll be 2 from 2, but is The Miz going to hit the skull-crushing finale on Tyler Breeze if he doesn't get the win here tonight? I don't know. Or will he stick this one out? I mean, hey, he gave Sandow about a year to try and get it done. So it was fair enough that he kind of got his frustrations. Got the better of him, but let's hope he gives Tyler Breeze a fair shot. The Miz now with a tag. Harper's in, and here's a bit of double team here from these two. Look out! Up goes Harper into a Samoan drop there by The Miz, and a nice bit of teamwork from these two. Harper is down, and The Miz trying to put Harper away, but Rowan is there to break it up. So a bit of a mistake there by Tyler Breeze, who exited the ring. He had to, otherwise he would have been a disqualification. But because of it, Rowan was able to get in there and break it up. Oh, I think Tyler Breeze caught in the crossfire there of a shot there by The Miz. So The Miz accidentally kicking Tyler Breeze because Eric Rowan brought him back into the ring. Tyler Breeze getting out there now. The Miz has Harper into the corner. Look out now. Oh, elbow strike there by Harper. And now The Miz. Here he comes. Neckbreaker again. Swinging the neck of Harper down into the mat. And trouble now for the big man. Miz on one knee, trying to get back to his feet. Perhaps a tag, it needs to happen. A shot to the midsection of Harper to keep him down. The Miz looking pretty good thus far. Is he going to keep this going? Look out now. Harper might be making him pay. A small mistake by The Miz, and that might be enough to end this good run that he was having. Harper has a hold of The Miz, and fall away slam off the top of the rope. Harper tags in Rowan, but you get the feeling that could have won in the match right there. Well, he didn't go for the cover. I felt as though that would have been enough to put The Miz away. Now that's a mistake by the Wyatts, there's no doubt about that. That's a mistake that we normally don't see them make. And Rowan finally grabs a hold of The Miz. He almost got a tag there, The Miz. Rowan, oh, what's he doing? Rowan just shrugs off The Miz, who tags in Breeze. That's a terrible error there by Eric Rowan. What is going on here with the Wyatts? A few crucial errors in the last minute or so of this match. And now Rowan over the top rope, and down he goes. And isolated out there, The Miz able to take advantage. Tyler Breeze coming along as well. The double team can happen here. The Miz is just going to let Tyler Breeze do his work. And The Miz has a hold of Rowan now and brings him back in the ring. Well, Rowan and Harper both making some errors, and the A-listers have been able to take advantage. Tyler Breeze now heading up to the top of the rope. Here comes Breeze. Elbow off the top. That was perfect. Now he has a chance to pin him right now. But instead, he's going to pick him up Tries to slam it down, and there's a mistake by Breeze. Rowan now. Can he capitalize? Rowan. The side slam. The sidewalk slam. Here comes Rowan. Big splash! And this could be it now. Breeze in trouble. Harper, will he get there? Well, the Maurice, I should say, Maurice was distracting the referee, I believe. And the referee wasn't even taking any notice of what was going in the ring. And now, from behind, oh my goodness! Tyler Breeze has been destroyed, but The Miz is still in the ring. Well, Harper didn't do a good enough job to get rid of The Miz there. And a drop kick there by Breeze. Rowan, the full Nelson from behind, and just pick it up. Breeze, and there's a super kick by Tyler Breeze to win the tag team titles. The referee's distracted by Harper. A good piece of work there by Harper. And now Breeze hooks the leg. Has he got him? Harper at the last moment, literally at the last dying second, breaks it up and keeps this match alive. Harper now sent over the top rope there by The Miz. Now a neck breaker there by Tyler Breeze on Eric Rowan. Rowan is down. And swept off his feet is Tyler Breeze. Rowan desperately trying to stay in it. Couple super kicks by Tyler Breeze has been very impressive. He's been close to getting the win. Rowan to pin Breeze. He'll kick out. All four men are in this ring right now. The two legal men coming after one another. The two non-legal men coming after one another. Rowan strikes Tyler Breeze. Rowan needs a tag, I believe. Get Harper back in there. Look out. Hurricane Rana. And Eric Rowan is down. But is he out? Crawling back to the corner. Breeze is going to stop him right there. And Breeze, though, he's been wearing down Rowan. Breeze, what has he got now? Beauty shot! Rowan's been busted open! The beauty shot by Tyler Breeze to win the tag titles! Yes, they've done it! Unbelievable! The tag team champions have been defeated! And The Miz, Tyler Breeze, the A-listers have won the World Tag Team Championships. The change of partner has done wonders for The Miz and has earned him Tag Team Gold here on SmackDown at Night of Champions. Our second champion have fallen. The Tag Team Champions have lost. That's 2 in a row. The champion's not having a good run of it here tonight. Here's some of the highlights. Here I was earlier on that discus clothesline. I almost broke The Miz in half. I thought that could have been it. But Tyler Breeze was able to get here. This is what Eric Rowan made a mistake. He just couldn't quite stop him. Could have been it. But at the end of the day, the beauty shot was enough to pin Eric Rowan. He was isolated long enough. He needed to make a tag. He didn't go for the tag. The super kick beforehand set him up. And it was the beauty shot at the end that got the win. Here it was. Boom! Busting Rowan open with a big kick right to the head. And I just want to highlight this right now. Here's The Miz. He comes in, immediately gets there. We can't quite see it. Someone's got a damn sign in the way. Jeez, who allows him to have signs in here? But he took out Harper. Wait a second. That's Damien Sandow. And The Miz, he saw Sandow and he's gone after him. Sandow's here. Damien Sandow. Well, we knew he was going to make an appearance at some point. We didn't think it'd be after the match. We thought it'd be during the match. But here's Sandow. Sandow taking out The Miz. Who the hell's that? Who the hell is that? Tyler Breeze, and that's Mick Foley. Mick Foley. What the hell's he doing here? Tyler Breeze is coming after Foley. Foley with a few big shots. Mick Foley has a hold of Breeze in the corner. Mick Foley has Breeze. Pushes him down. And here comes Foley with a big knee right to the head. Mick Foley's here. And is this Damien Sandow's backup? Is this his new tag team partner? Well, The Miz got a new tag team partner. Why can't Sandow? Pile driver. Foley, the veteran, the Hall of Famer, takes out Tyler Breeze and looks as though we have some new competition for the new tag team champions. It's a new era here tonight For our women in Universe mode, we crown our first ever women's champion. And we have a brand new championship belt to unveil here tonight. And it's going to be an exciting time going forward for our women here on Raw and Smackdown. But it is Sasha Banks, the former Divas champion, coming out to the ring now. This is her championship rematch. She's invoked her rematch clause here tonight, hoping to once again become champion. Obviously, it'll be the women's champion here tonight rather than the Divas championship that she once held. But she's looking to win back the title. How will she fare here tonight? It'll be another triple threat matchup. And here is the first of her two opponents. It is Nikki Bella, who, well, arguably has probably had one of the worst runs of it out of all of our women in Universe Mode history. She has never really gotten herself going at all. She's never really gotten anywhere near the title shot. Every time she gets close, she fails. But now, finally, she's got herself an opportunity. She won a Fatal 4-Way match a few weeks ago on Raw. And now she has her shot. Can she make the most of it? She needs to make the most of it. This is her chance. The reason why she had an opportunity as well as Sasha Banks is because obviously this is a bit of a new era, so we wanted to bring in as many women as we possibly could to make this match even more exciting than it was already going to be. So here is our champion Paige, and take a good look. That's the last time you will see that championship belt around her shoulder. The Divas title will be no more after tonight, but Paige is our current champion, looking to keep the championship in its new form. She's been impressive. She's taken on this new style to her. She's been more aggressive. She's just hasn't taken no for an answer, and she's been much better since she's done that, and much more successful. She's gotten the better of Sasha Banks, obviously at SummerSlam. You go back to Money in the Bank, they had their first encounter, and on that night, Sasha Banks got the better of Paige. Paige exploded. She snapped. She destroyed Sasha Banks after it. And ever since, these two have been at war. That's the new championship. That's the new championship belt we're coming after here tonight. The Women's Championship. And that will be up for grabs as three women try and win the very same championship. Here we go. This one is underway. The new era for our women here in Universe Mode begins. It is a snap suplex there by Paige, and now gets rid of Nikki and comes after a bitter rival Sasha Banks. Another suplex there, this time to Sasha. So for Paige, I mean, she's gotten the better of Sasha because I think of this new attitude that she's brought upon herself. Obviously at Money in the Bank, you know, Paige was still doing things by the book. She was still, you know, trying her hardest, and things just weren't working out for her. So after the match, she just snapped and took out Sasha Banks. And then at SummerSlam, I think Sasha Banks was kind of put on the back foot a little bit. She was kind of, you know, fearsome of Paige. I think coming in the Money in the Bank, I think Sasha Banks was on top of the world, thinking that no one could really beat her, and that she was, you know, that she was doing great. And she was. But I think when Paige took her out after Money in the Bank, it was a bit of a wake-up call for Sasha and for Paige that, hey, I can be beaten. I can be, you know, getting the better. Someone can get the better of me. And that's exactly what happened at SummerSlam when Paige came in, won the Divas title, and is now still your champion, heading in towards the Night of Champions here tonight. Nikki Bella obviously would just like to kind of impress here and have a good run of it. I mean, obviously, if Nikki Bella doesn't win here tonight, I think Nikki would just be happy if she can put on a good performance. This is a confidence-building moment for her. She hasn't had much luck at all in Universe Mode. This is a great chance for her to kind of show us what she can do in a big match. Sasha Banks and Paige, the two top women here in our division. And so for Nikki Bella, if she can hang with the two best, that will do her a world of good heading in towards future matchups. Sasha though with the counter. Now Paige has a hold of Nikki, and she might, I think for Nikki, it's quite possible that she might just be a bit of a rag doll here. She might just be the bearer of bad news. She might just be getting beaten up by both Sasha and Paige, both trying to outdo one another, both trying to impress one another. I don't know. That's very dangerous territory for Nikki Bella. She needs to try and get the better of one of these two. And Nikki Bella, here we go. Here's a counter. Takes down Paige. That's good from Nikki. She needs to try and show that she can hang here. Because right now, I believe Sasha and Paige don't believe in Nikki Bella and don't believe that she can. Paige takes Nikki off of her feet. Sasha has Nikki back up. Sasha now has Nikki from behind. Look out. Sasha Banks. Here we go. Turns Nikki around and into the Hurricane Rana. And now Paige immediately capitalizes and hits the German suplex on Sasha Banks. And Sasha is down. Now Nikki with a knee on the back of Sasha Banks' head. Looks for a cover here. Presses down on Sasha. This could be it. And she'll kick out at 2. Paige back to her feet now. Big opportunity here to become the first ever women's champion. One of these 3 women will do so. The championship belt looks nice. Can one of these 2 be the flag bearer, the championship holder, the torch lighter, the one that kind of ushers in this new era here for the women? Who will be able to do so? Who will be the one that has the title going forward? Paige would love to keep that championship belt. Sasha wants to win it back. Nikki Bella would just love to have it for the first time. Sasha with the elbow strike there on Nikki. And now Nikki is in trouble, but Paige is right there to put an end to that. And Nikki so far, I mean, unfortunately for her, she's just been getting dominated by both Paige and Sasha Banks, who just really after one another, but Nikki Bella just kind of in the way a little bit, isn't she? Double team there. Now Nikki trying to win the match. Paige will break it up quickly. And now Paige and Nikki both coming after Sasha Banks. Nikki Bella has Sasha Banks turned around from behind. Look out, here we go, Nikki Bella. And the knee right into the backside of Sasha Banks. Now Nikki turns Paige around. Grabs a hold of Paige and her head slammed into the mat. Nikki Bella starting to get herself going. She's a little bit rusty to get this one going, but now she's starting to turn it up a little bit more. Oh my God, what about that from Sasha Banks? Well, that could be the end of Nikki Bella. We just talked her up a little bit, hyped her up, and I think that could be it. Now Paige Turner, Nikki Bella, jeez. She is the scapegoat right now. She is getting destroyed by both these 2. Nikki Bella was just getting herself going. Then both Paige and Sasha Banks. Now hang on, Sasha Banks using the ropes to her own advantage, trying to get a bit extra leverage and cheat her way to win. It's not really like what Sasha Banks is all about, but whatever it takes, right? Now Nikki back to her feet. She's trying to fight these 2 off. And instead, they'll come after one another, Will Paige and Sasha. Nikki Bella, she's just going to try and survive here. Here we go, some big rights. And now a kick and a scoop slam as well. Nikki Bella trying to work her way back into it. And oh, I thought that was enough for Sasha Banks. I think Sasha Banks connected on Nikki and she kind of just fell on top of Paige. Sasha had to break it up again. Nikki though, countering and has a hold of Sasha and sends her down. And now Paige has the legs wrapped. And Paige trying to turn her over. And she's got the PTO. It's in. Paige trying to make Sasha Banks tap out. Nikki Bella just watching on. And the submission has to be broken up. But impressive though from Paige. Sasha Banks could be in some trouble here. Nikki Bella's got to come there and break it up. She will. And the referee, well, not the poor referee. We're paying him big money. We've got a new referee. And we're paying him big money. We don't want him to go down. I'm just joking. It's the same old shit referee. We don't care if he goes down. In fact, I encourage our superstars and divas to hurt this referee. But anyways, oh, Sasha Banks now again going for the cover on Paige. I think we should hire a new referee. Does anyone want to be a new referee? We can get a new referee in there. That'd be good. At the moment, though, the referee's doing his job just okay. And double drop kick there from Sasha and Paige. And hang on, bit of extra double teaming there. Sasha picked up Paige and dropped the leg. So despite being enemies, they've been able to team up there really effectively on Nikki Bella. That was something to see there from both Sasha Banks and Paige. Well, they've been gunning after one another for a long time now. And, well, after all those weeks, they've been able to still put that behind them and team up to take out a common enemy here in Nikki Bella. Nikki, though, she's back to her feet and all. The head of Paige snapped forward and back there. And now, Nikki Bella continuing the assault here on Paige. Look out. A big stop right in the midsection of Paige. Sasha Banks wants a piece of Nikki Bella. She's trying to get to her. Nikki's continuing to wear down the legs of Paige. And now looks to try and end this match right there. Sasha Banks is right there again. We talked about it earlier on in the show, but it's still something you have to harp on about. You take one out, you got to take the other one out. Nikki Bella not even making any attempt at all to take out Sasha Banks, and that's why it was broken up so comfortably. Now, sidewalk slam. Sasha Banks kicking Paige. And a big slap there as well. Well, that goes to show how much respect Sasha Banks has for Paige. She's been tormented by Paige over the last few months. Paige is getting the better of her, taking her title away from her, and just a big slap just to show us how much she's pissed off at Paige. Big spine buster there by Nikki Bella, though. Sasha Banks was stuck in the corner, and instead Sasha wants this win, and Nikki will have to break it up. But Nikki Bella, though, showing us what she can do. And I think she's trying to set up someone for the rack attack, but no one's letting her get to it. Nikki Bella, though, has Paige shoulders down. The referee taking his time. And that extra time, I think, cost Nikki. The referee took a few extra seconds to get down there. And Sasha Banks again. Taking out Nikki. And I think, I've got to say, though, Nikki Bella, she may have had Paige right there, but the referee just costing her the opportunity to know, because the 2.5 count, the referee gets there a few seconds early. I think we got a new champion. And now, look out, Alabama Slam. Paige, though, grabs Nikki and just launches her into the mat, the back of the head, bouncing off the mat as well. And now Nikki Bella being dragged into the middle of the ring. What has Paige got planned here? Look out. And a drop kick right to the back of Nikki. Sasha Banks trying to steal the win. Paige will break it up and stop that from happening. Paige went for a right hand. Sasha blocking it. And a shot to the back. The final battle between these two, perhaps. The backbreaker on Sasha. Who will get the better of each other? Will it be Nikki Bella to spoil the party for both? And crown ourselves a new champion, a new women's champion. Nikki Bella has Sasha Banks, and look out! Face first, down she goes. Taking a move out of Brie Bella's playbook, I suppose, right there. A snap suplex there by Paige. Who will she go after? Who will she pin? Well, she'll pin no one. She'll just take a breather instead. I think right now is a good opportunity to try and put someone away. Someone could be in some trouble here. Nikki's trying to get back up. Sasha Banks is up as well. Sasha Banks strikes Paige. A shot there by Paige in the midsection. And a drop kick. Sasha's down. Sasha is down. Nikki Bella meets the elbow again of Paige. Now Paige. Look out. Sasha Banks is back up. Paige hits a suplex. Both shoulders are down. Sasha Banks. What is she doing? She didn't break it up. Sasha Banks did not break up the pin. And Paige has stolen the match. Well, Nikki Bella, she kicked out at about a 3.1 count. But that was too late. She got surprised by Paige. The shoulders are down. She couldn't kick out. And Sasha Banks, I guess she thought maybe Nikki Bella was going to kick out. But you just never know. Paige has stolen the win. And she is still our champion. And now the first women's champion here in Universe Mode. The title belt has changed from the Divas to the women's. And Paige will still be the same champion here in Universe Mode. I mean, what an impressive win here by Paige. The way she finished it up, though, I guess we were a little surprised that she got the win there. But I'm more surprised that Sasha Banks didn't try and break it up. Now, that could be the last chance for Sasha Banks to win the title. This was her title rematch clause invoked. And here it was. The suplex, the legs were hooked. One of them hooked better than the other one. And Nikki Bella just didn't have enough to kick out. She'd been taking a beating throughout this whole match. And Paige caught her off guard, picks up the win, and is your new women's champion. Well, there you go. Paige has done it. A big mistake by Sasha Banks, and Paige has been able to sneak away with the win. Our second tag team title clash here tonight. It is the Beast Code against the Spear Shock. The best of 3 series comes to an end here tonight. It is the third match. They are currently one apiece. Right now, here comes the Animal Batista. Certainly been a very competitive couple of months between these two teams, both trying to outdo one another and to keep those tag team titles. Originally, the Beast Code, they knocked off the Spear Shock team at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Spear Shock did enough to get themselves another opportunity at the Beast Code, and they won the tag team titles at SummerSlam. Now, here at Night of Champions, the last chance for the Beast Code. Their rematch clause is in. If they win, they keep the titles, and the Spear Shock will not get a rematch. That is the rules and stipulations of this one. It is a best of three, last encounter. Who will come away with the titles? It is Chris Jericho, the other half of the Beast Code, coming out right now. So it's all or nothing right now, isn't it? If the Beast Code win, they can move on, and the Spear Shock have to wait until they are no longer champions, or for whatever reason, they need to get themselves back in title contention after that. So it's going to be a huge clash here tonight. The Spear Shock going to have to win this one. Otherwise, well, their tag team future is unknown. A bit of a makeshift team kind of coming together just out of, you know, a bit randomly. They were teaming up to be a part of Team Raw for bragging rights. They had a bit of success there. So, hey, they decided, let's stick together and let's become a full-time team. So they did, and in the end, they got the tag titles. The Beast Code, well, they're a team because of their connection back in SmackDown earlier on this year, and they've stayed together as an alliance and, in fact, gone for the tag titles and been so successful. But the last couple of months, things have not gone their way. Here comes one half of the tag team champions. It is Ryback, and as you can see right there on your screen, guess who is behind the big guy? It's the mastermind of the Spear Shock. It is Paul Heyman. Of course, Paul Heyman, strong ties with Roman Reigns, and has come here to help support the Spear Shock in their endeavors to retain these tag team titles. Heyman, a bit of a big match specialist. He always comes about when we have a big match on. Not always there on a week-to-week basis, but when there is a big match, that's when you can expect Paul Heyman to show up, and that's why he is here right now. So here comes the final member of the Spear Shock and the final participant of this match. It is Roman Reigns. And two teams who are not exactly well liked by the fans, but you cannot deny their impact that they have had in the tag team division here on Raw. We'll see what the future lies for both these two teams going forward after this one here tonight. But Reigns has held the tag team titles more than anyone else and longer. He is the most successful tag team champion here in Universe Mode. Two-time tag team champion with the Shield, with Seth Rollins a couple of years ago, and now tag team champion here with Roman Reigns. Three-time tag team champion, a lot of weeks, a lot of months as tag team champion and title. Here we go. Batista and Ryback, the last encounter between these two teams. Let's see who can walk away with this win. Ryback takes Batista off of his feet. Well, you look at all four of these men in this ring, all former world champions. Batista and Ryback actually had a WrestleMania match for the World Heavyweight title a couple of years back. Batista got the win there, so a lot of history between these two because of that. Chris Jericho, World Heavyweight Champion late last year. Won the Money in the Bank briefcase last year, cashed in on the Undertaker, and defeated Undertaker at Hell in a Cell. It was actually Night of Champions last year where Chris Jericho cashed in. And Chris Jericho being a very successful tag team champion in his own right. And he's won the titles multiple times himself. So Jericho knows what it takes to be a tag team champion. Batista has found a lot of luck and fortune with Jericho teaming up. This alliance has been really strong. But I guess you could say that once this, all ends, you probably would assume Batista and Chris Jericho might head back in towards that main event scene, looking for that WWE Championship, which will obviously mean that the main event picture here on Raw is going to be absolutely stacked. You add Batista and Jericho in there, it is going to be huge. No doubt about that, as Ryback is up and down by Chris Jericho. Ryback trying to get back to his feet, he does, and slaps away Chris Jericho, hits an uppercut there on Jericho and just shrugs him away with a big boot right to the gut. And in comes Roman Reigns. short-lived WWE champion earlier this year. He had the championship, and he was the champion heading in towards the main event of WrestleMania. And unfortunately for Reigns, he lost that title. But been a very, very successful champion, as we noted a moment ago, throughout the course of Universe Mode. And the tag titles has been something that we probably didn't expect Reigns to head back and look for, but he has been a bit of a way to keep Reigns going. I mean, Reigns was kind of not really doing all that much, not sure what direction he was going in, but Ryback and Reigns have been able to kind of pick themselves up, get some success going, and a big, big victory at SummerSlam. Got themselves the tag titles the first time together as tag team champions. Can they keep that going? Looks pretty good so far here tonight. Reigns with an elbow drop thus far. Paul Heyman ringside as well. The odds are certainly stacked in the Beast Code's favor. Right now, Reigns from behind picks up Jericho and plants him down. So far, so good here for Reigns and Ryback, who get better every time we see them in the ring. You know, the reason, we kind of touched on it Money in the Bank. The reason why they didn't quite get it done on their first attempt at the Beast Code was the lack of experience. They hadn't really teamed up all that much. They went away, and they really showed us why they deserved to be #1 contenders at the time. They were beating everybody in their path. And it was only a matter of time until the Beast Code fell to them as well, and that's exactly what happened at SummerSlam. So they've been winning and winning and winning. They've been so, so dominant. So the Beast Code come into this one with, I guess, a huge... They're back against the walls a little bit. I mean, the Spear Shock have a huge wave of momentum, doing so well. And there's a big power slam there by Batista, the Animal. Picks up Reigns. And Batista picks him up. Nope, blocked there by Reigns and connecting. Roman Reigns, he does with a suplex to Batista. World champion over a year ago. And trying to keep his career going. The veteran team of Jericho and Batista, all the experience in the world that they have, they put that together and formed a terrific team. But is that team about to expire? Is that luck about to extinguish? Has the use-by date come about? We'll find out, but at the moment Jericho has tagged in, slapping Roman Reigns down. That's the lack of respect that Jericho has for Roman Reigns. Looking for the cover now, and here we go. Presses down on Reigns, trying to win this matchup and win back the titles. Reigns will kick out at 1. Jericho now picks up Roman Reigns, trying to... No! Reigns with the counter, head first. Down goes Jericho. And you see Batista not happy, talking some trash to Roman Reigns there. Trying to encourage his partner Jericho to get back to his feet and connect with a drop kick. Beautifully executed. Jericho takes down Reigns and Batista comes back in. Batista back in the match, and now the power game of Batista so crucial here. Picks up Reigns on the top of the rope. You could argue Batista might be the strongest of them all in this one. Batista, here we go. Off the top with a suplex. And Reigns taken down. Reigns needs to get back, and he does. Picks up Batista, slams him down, and has hit back really well there for the Animal kicking out. Well, two evenly matched teams, let's be honest. I mean, these two teams are so similar, so close, and such a joy to watch it, in my opinion. It's going to be very interesting to see who does win this one, because they're going to have to go through a bit of a war to do so. And oh my god, Batista, his back, landing on the ropes on the way down. And now Ryback folds it up. Here comes a big splash. Big air time there for Ryback, the big guy. And Batista flattened, and down he is. Well, Ryback, he knows Batista's got a deadly powerbomb in his arsenal. Ryback hitting one of his own, but Batista, well, maybe taking a page out of Roman Reigns' playbook. Hits a spear. Ryback now has Batista up, and here's the power of Ryback, just dropping Batista down. Paul Heyman was not happy with that spear at all. Batista using his client's signature maneuver. Here comes Ryback with a big clothesline, the meat hook clothesline, which normally puts any man away. Jericho will be there to help out, and a referee caught in the crossfire again. Good riddance. Maybe we should pay Batista or Roman Reigns to hit the referee with a spear. That would be something to see, but at the moment, Batista, he's in real strife. Ryback setting him up. Here we go again. It was the Shell Shock that won the tag titles at SummerSlam. And it's another Shell Shock there to Batista. Destroyed. And Jericho's got to get there. He will. Reigns can't quite get there in time. Well, Batista, he is taking a beating right now. He is in real trouble. And this beating is not over yet. Jericho watching on, hoping that Batista can get to a tag. And Paul Heyman talking some trash and just encouraging his client to keep on going. And now Batista might be going off the top of the rope once again. Oh no. Ryback, here we go. Ryback, look out Batista. Oh my god, this is just brilliant by the Spear Shock. Batista isolated. And Ryback is on the verge of retaining the titles for his team. But Chris Jericho getting himself involved, but Jericho over the top. I think this is truly the passing of the torch in the tag team division right now. The Spear Shock are absolutely on fire right now. Batista, I wouldn't say it was a running power slam, maybe a couple of quick step power slam, I don't know. But Batista thinks this might be over though. Batista has gone from taking a beating and he's about to deliver the Batista bomb to Ryback. Yes, he's got it. Can he get to the cover? And oh, look who it is, Paul Heyman. You can't quite see it on your screen, but distracting the referee, and the referee not counting. Well, Batista hit the Batista bomb. I think the referee might be dealing with a turnbuckle, trying to put that back on. Batista has to deal with this. And Paul Heyman now talking more trash. Batista not happy. He's distracted here by Paul. Look out, here's Ryback from behind. Ryback picking up Batista, planting him down. Well, this is just gone from bad to worse for Batista. Had a chance to win the match, the Batista bomb on Ryback. I thought that could have been it. Paul Heyman, his expertise, this is why he gets paid the big bucks to come in when it counts and get the job done for Roman Reigns and the Spear Shock. Reigns went to the corner, thought about the spear, but Batista getting back to his feet before Reigns could really set up for it. Here comes Batista. Roman Reigns still in the corner. I don't know what Reigns is really thinking about doing there. Now he's going to be picked up and tossed down here by the animal. Oh my goodness, again. Batista. What about that? And now the tag has been made, and that's a big, big error by Roman Reigns. But Reigns, though, he's going to get to a tag. The big guy is back in. Ryback, right hand to Jericho. Now Batista. Ryback has a chance here. Picks up Jericho. And here it comes. That backpack stunner. And Jericho flattened. Now Ryback setting him up again. The meat hook could be moments away. Here it comes. Meat hook clothesline. Jericho is out. But Jericho kicks out at 2. Wow. Well, he made that a little easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought Jericho was going to be gone for all money. But that's Jericho. That's why he's a former world champion. Able to kick out. Multiple-time tag team champion as well. Ryback back and forth with Jericho. Jericho, though. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Jericho. Yes, he's got him. The walls of Jericho are in. He's not in as much as he would like, though. Ryback is clawing his way to the ropes. And Jericho had to release the hold because he just didn't quite get it in the way he wanted to from the get-go. Heyman now distracting the referee, and of course the referee. Well, the referee, he sees a shiny light and he just gravitates to it. This time he sees a big Paul Heyman talking trash and he's got to go and sort him out. Jericho went for the cover in the meantime. Referee didn't see it. So Jericho and Batista again for the second time has just been outclassed by Paul Heyman. Jericho, though, not through with Ryback yet. Connecting there. And Heyman's got a steel chair, introduces it. And Heyman's just walking around like he did nothing. Jericho! Codebreaker! Codebreaker! Ryback landing on the chair at the same time. Not much of it. But Jericho, has he got it? No! Ryback kicked out at 2. Ryback has kicked out somehow. Well, that was not any doing of Paul Heyman. That was just Ryback and why he is as good as he is. Now the leg sweep. Jericho thought he had him, and Ryback just pumping himself up. The referee's got the steel chair finally. It took him a while to figure it out that it was actually in the ring. And Reigns is now back. Jericho plants down Roman Reigns. Jericho might need to look for a tag himself. Heyman's getting himself involved again. Jericho's... well, he's got to be sick of Paul Heyman by now. Just punch him in the face, Jericho. That'll sort him out. Reigns picks up Jericho. Oh my goodness. On the top of the shoulder, planted down. And now Roman Reigns has got Chris Jericho up again! Superman punch! And surely now, that is going to be too much for Chris Jericho to handle. And it is. The Superman punch. Roman Reigns comes in, picks up the scraps, and comes away with the win. The Spear Shock have done it again. Well, Batista and Jericho, their alliance has been put to the test over the last couple of months. They've been fighting hard together. They've been a very, very successful team, but it looks as though their run is officially over. They now cannot compete for the tag team titles until Reigns and Ryback lose them. The series best of 3 comes to an end. 2-1. The Spear Shock walk away with the win. But you got to say, the Beast Code, there was a few moments where they had the match won. Paul Heyman, though, his influence, well, give him a pay rise. He was the reason why they kept these titles to begin with. Ryback, though, he was impressive. The Spear Shock, some meat hook clotheslines, the backpack stunner. He had it all. At the end of the day, it was Roman Reigns. And here it was. Took down Jericho and set him up after that for the Superman punch. These two hang on. Still your tag team champions, ladies and gentlemen. An impressive win. There's no doubt about that. They deserve to keep those championships. We'll now cross to Seth Rollins, who has a quick word to say about his assault on Dolph Ziggler on last week's Raw. All the talk right now is about the Balor Club. Whether I want to join up with Dolph Ziggler and take the Balor Club down. But my focus is not on the Balor Club. My focus is on the WWE Championship. And Dolph Ziggler had to learn that the hard way on Raw. Dolph Ziggler, I don't like you. You gotta remember, you put us in this mess to begin with, not me. You beat me at SummerSlam fair, I'll give you that. But when you lost to Finn Balor, instead of us going one-on-one tonight for the WWE Championship, instead we're stuck in this mess. We have to take on the Balor Club as well. This is all your fault, Dolph. All of it. Triple threat match, it should not be happening, but it is because of you. And I'm not going to let you get in the way of my chances of winning the WWE Championship. I'm going to beat Finn Balor tonight, whether you're there to get in my way or not. I will take you down if I have to, Dolph. This is about the championship. This is not about the Balor Club. I'm here to take back my title. And that's what I'm going to do here tonight. Intercontinental Championship on the line, and it is perhaps one of the best matchups of the night. It is the Lucha Dragons Kalisto versus Neville one-on-one. Sin Cara coming out here tonight to support Kalisto. But this should be a really exciting one. There's no doubt about that. I think Kalisto has been one of the best up-and-coming stars here on SmackDown. Neville, perhaps the breakout star of the year for SmackDown, doing so well since arriving from Raw. And Neville continues to impress as our Intercontinental Champion, but he needs to continue that run. A huge win at SummerSlam, defeating Randy Orton. Tonight, if he can beat Neville, that will certainly put him down as a huge contender in the future for perhaps the World Championship. Neville just needs to keep on winning, keep his confidence going, keep his form intact. Doing very well thus far, but probably a few more big wins away, I think. And Kalisto will certainly be a huge win. Kalisto and Neville, similar styles, two high flyers, two very fast superstars. So this will be a battle of speed and who can, and then I guess the agility and acrobatics a little bit, I guess. I mean, who can fly around the ring a little bit better than one another. Certainly not going to be a ground game, not going to be submissions. It's going to be who can fly the best. That's the prize up for grabs, the IC Championship. This is the championship that we've seen in the past be used as a stepping stone to greatness. Last year, Dean Ambrose won the Intercontinental Championship at this very event, defeating Bray Wyatt one-on-one. Ambrose went on to hold the championship up until the Royal Rumble, and he went on to win the Royal Rumble, and then he won the main event of WrestleMania, winning the WWE Championship. So, a lot on the line as Intercontinental Champion. It's truly the tool for success. It is a great way to further your career, and Neville would love to be one of those guys who can do so. A few have tried and some have failed, but I think Neville could certainly be one who might replicate something similar to what Dean Ambrose did last year. Neville and Kalisto, side headlock right now. Neville just trying to kind of test the waters a little bit as well, and Neville taken off of his feet by Kalisto. Now Neville against the ropes. Here comes Neville. Kalisto, Hurricane Rana. And this is what you can expect from these two. This should be a good matchup, no doubt. This is going to be a close one. But the man who can fly around the best should come away with this win. And for Kalisto, it's been a slow rise, hasn't it? I mean, obviously, been involved in the tag team division for a while with Sin Cara. And many believe that Sin Cara might be holding Kalisto back a little bit. Kalisto might be doing better on his own. Look about this from Kalisto. Well, what about that? That's brilliant. Brilliant from Kalisto. And that's what we can expect to see throughout this whole match. Neville back to his feet. Neville, a slight height advantage, but not much at all, is it? Two small, very quick superstars. Neville, big right hand. Grabs a hold of Kalisto, and just hold that thought what we were talking about a moment ago, because Neville takes down Kalisto. So Kalisto, obviously, him as the Lucha Dragons hasn't quite worked out at all. They've had a number of opportunities, haven't been able to get the tag team titles in their grasp, but you know, they've been pretty good nonetheless. At times, they've been very, very impressive. So there's a lot to like about these two guys, but it seems as though Kalisto on his own just seems to be doing a lot better than with Sin Cara as a tag team superstar. So I think Kalisto going forward probably needs to focus on his singles career, trying to get this Intercontinental Championship. And I think probably dropping the Lucha Dragons act might be the way to go. I mean, obviously, he wants to stay true and loyal to his friend Sin Cara, who continues to support him. But I think at the end of the day, the Lucha Dragons just isn't working out as for Kalisto, when obviously competing as a single superstar definitely is. Picking up some big victories, including one over the Big Show and Jack Swagger. So Kalisto certainly might be the real deal as a potential champion in the future. And a nice cutter there by Neville, bit of a running cutter. Now, thought about going to the top rope, decided against it. Kalisto back to his feet and kicking Neville into the corner. Now Neville going to be taken to the other side of the ring. Here comes Kalisto! And a drop kick right in the corner there by Kalisto. And this is so far so good. Living up to expectations, I definitely think so. You have to wonder though, how long can these two sustain this level of competition? Obviously, competing at this pace and the speed and everything they do, it's obviously a difficult thing to begin with. But when you have two guys trying to do the same thing, trying to outdo one another, that can be very tiresome. So it might be the guy who runs out of gas first might be the loser in this one. So trying to outlast your opponent might be the key to victory here. Both guys are in great shape, no doubt about that. But obviously, doing what they do is so difficult to sustain for a long period of time. And generally, for example, if Neville took on the Big Show, if Big Show was in control a bit, the match would be slowing down. Big Show would be trying to slow it down as much as he possibly can. So Neville, at times, wouldn't have that ability, that option to kind of speed things up and constantly being go, 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 go. Whereas in this one, ain't no one going to be slowing things down. It's going to be go, go, go throughout the whole match. So it's going to be very exhausting for both men. Kalisto now has Neville in the corner. He goes. Kalisto going to follow it up with a right hand. Neville having a good look at that turnbuckle there. And Neville in trouble with a tornado DDT there by Kalisto off the second rope. Using the second to kind of spring himself off. and connect really well. Now Neville in trouble again because Kalisto rolls through with a kick right to the head. Kalisto, he's on fire so far. He is really looking the goods. Now here we go. Look at the leg. Kalisto to beat Neville. And a kick out of 2. Well, Kalisto, if you had any doubts about him, I think he's just about removed all of them so far. Neville again, that running cutter, taking down Kalisto. Kalisto showing his high-flying ability and what he's all about so far. Doing it with some finesse as well. Been very, very impressive thus far from the luchador. Neville, the man that gravity forgot. We haven't really seen too much of his high-flying prowess so far, but I'm sure it's not too far away. Kalisto's been able to stop him a little bit, which I guess has certainly worked out in his favour. Neville against the ropes. This is never a good place to be. Never a good place to be, because when you got a guy like Kalisto who can do something very similar to what we're about to see, here he comes. Kalisto over the top. No! Neville knew it was coming, and he got out of the way. Well, that's why he's a champion. He had the instinctive capability of knowing that Kalisto was going to come and dodging a bullet right there. Kalisto, though, a neck breaker to the outside, still able to connect with a big move and keep the advantage in his favour. Count of 3 by the referee now as Neville into the barricade, and a Hurricane Rana there by Kalisto, who just continues to dominate so far. Well, I think this is a little bit surprising. Kalisto being so red hot out of the gates thus far. Neville has not been able to really catch up. Kalisto has just simply been too good for Neville thus far. Neville now back in the ring. And a right hand there by Kalisto. And grabs the arm, pulls it down. Neville onto one knee. Neville, though, finally gets a hold of Kalisto. Snapmare takedown, and this is a little surprising. Opting for the side headlock. Neville not really going to keep him down for long, though. But Neville's trying to slow things down a little bit, which is a big surprise. Neville obviously can't handle the speed and quickness here of Kalisto thus far. Neville back to his feet. You can see Neville you can see he's a little exhausted thus far. He's certainly feeling it. What about that kick from Kalisto? Nearly knocking his head off. And Neville, no, he's not going to go for the cover, but Neville's in he's in big trouble. He's in danger right now. This is a danger zone here for Kalisto and Neville. If Kalisto can keep this going, he will win this match. If Neville can't stop him, then he's going to lose that championship. Double knees to the gut of Neville. And finally a cover. Kalisto feels as though he might have him here. A kick out by Neville, though. Well, Neville's got to try and turn things around. We haven't seen Neville in this situation for a long time. Since becoming champion, Neville's been so competitive. But I guess coming up with a guy who's probably, quicker and faster than him, I guess Neville hasn't been able to really overcome that. He hasn't got a second strategy or a backup plan to overcome this situation. And Neville's really feeling the effects of it right now. Kalisto's just continued to go, isn't he? He just has not stopped. Doesn't look like stopping. But it could weigh in the favour of Neville later on if Neville can hang in there. Because Kalisto may have no gas left in the tank. But thus far, it's definitely been all Kalisto so far. Neville has not even been close to a pinfall win here. And has not even looked likely. Neville just has to hang in. Kalisto, here we go. Look out. Oh, yes! Neville! Can he kick out of this? Neville kicks out of the Salida del Sol just barely. Well, Kalisto would have thought he had it won right there. We would have had a new Intercontinental Champion surprising us all. But Kalisto's not through yet. Look out. Oh, big enziguri to the back of the head. Kalisto, he is still going. Neville just cannot match him right now. Neville can't get up to his feet and do anything. Kalisto has not allowed him at all. He's still going. Hits a drop kick to the back of Neville, and Kalisto is still flying around this ring. This is just incredible from Kalisto. What a performance from Kalisto here tonight, and Neville finally gets some offense, sweeping him off of his feet. Is this the turning point for Neville? No, Kalisto from behind with a right hand. Kalisto still going. And the head bouncing off one another. The chin of Neville bouncing off the skull of Kalisto. Sin Cara very happy with what he's seeing. Why wouldn't he be? This has just been brilliant. From Kalisto. Rolls through. The kick to the head as well. Well, Kalisto needs to go for a cover, I think. I think he might have him. A little late on the cover, though. Is there still going to be enough time to get it done? Yes. If you're a Neville fan, he's still in it. But Kalisto just wasting a couple of extra seconds there that could have been valuable. And hang on! Selena Del Sol! Once again, the second time! New champion! Yes, we've got one! No! No, how is he doing this, Neville? Neville, he is a fighting champion for sure. He is not giving this up lightly. Kalisto has hit his best shot not once but twice. And somehow, some way, Neville has found a way to kick out. Neville, now here he comes. Neville, this is his chance. This is his chance to kind of fight back here. He's taking an absolute beating. Neville from behind, German suplex. It has not been a typical Neville match. Neville's normally the one bouncing around and keeping the pace flowing. And instead it's been all Kalisto. Neville's just trying to grind his opponent down. It's not working out for him at all. Neville might have to try and fight fire with fire here. Kalisto taken off of his feet. Attempted cover here by Neville. Kalisto kicks out at 2. But Kalisto has given Neville everything he could possibly throw at him, and Neville continues to kick out, which is why I've been so impressed here with Neville. Neville now taken off his feet head first. Kalisto! Well, where the hell is he going? He's trying to hit the referee or something. That is a big, big miss. I don't know what the hell he was trying to do there. Taking a page out of Sin Cara's book and missing everything. And now, Neville with a running cutter again. That's been his go-to move a number of times throughout this match. Now Neville heading up to the top of the rope. And Neville, he's going to fly himself! Neville now! Is this going to be the win to retain the IC title? Wait a second! Sin Cara grabbed the leg of the referee! Well, Sin Cara helping his buddy out. Well, he hasn't gotten involved all match, but I guess he knew that was going to be it. Neville now has to kick out of this predicament. He will. Sin Cara, we haven't seen him do anything. Grabbing the leg of the referee. I'm not sure if Kalisto would be happy about that, but he can't complain. He didn't know what the hell went. He didn't know what the hell happened. Now, Brainbuster by Neville. And again, heading back to the top. Take number 2, perhaps. Neville now. Here he goes again. This time, he connects once again. The cover. Both legs are hooked, and he's got him. No. Kalisto has kicked out. Well, Neville with the moonsault still can't pick up the win. What can he do now? Perhaps the red arrow is the key to his success. Kalisto with the drop kick. Launching himself into Neville. Now rolls through again. Here comes that kick once again. Neville can't react quick enough to try and stop it from happening. Neville now rolled over. Kalisto hooks the leg. This could be it now. Kalisto doesn't have him again. Neville able to kick out. This is so close. Really, really close. Kalisto's been close many times. Neville's been launching a comeback at the end here. Neville! Oh no! Countering the Selena Del Sol! That would have been it! The Selena Del Sol for the 3rd time would have been the match winner. Neville now picks up Kalisto. Sit down powerbomb. The cover from Neville. Has he got him? Yes! Kalisto kicked out too late. And Neville has somehow survived this onslaught from Kalisto. What a match between these two. I don't know how Neville came away with the win here tonight. But to his credit, he's done it. He has survived Kalisto. What a performance from Kalisto. I think Kalisto has officially put himself on the map. Now that was a 5-star performance from the Luchador. Neville barely survived this one. The powerbomb at the end, countering the Salida del Sol. And here it was, countering. Hit the power slam, and he picked him up straight away. This is what helped him right here. Picks him up straight away. And Neville delivering the powerbomb with a bit of authority, the sit-down powerbomb, and both legs are hooked right there, and Kalisto kicking out after the 3 count. Too little, too late. And still, your Intercontinental Champion, it is Neville. He had to go through a war to do it, but he's retained the championship. Both superstars were just absolutely brilliant in this one. What a match, and this might not be the last we see of these two together. The first of our 2 main events for the night. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. It is the Game Triple H, SmackDown's newest superstar, who got this opportunity to take on Kevin Owens tonight for the World Heavyweight Championship by winning a Fatal 4-Way match. 4 weeks ago on SmackDown, he made a surprise appearance by appearing in the Triple Threat match between Bray Wyatt and Sheamus to determine the next contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. It was a match where basically the only rule was that you hadn't versed Kevin Owens for the World Heavyweight Championship yet. So many have versed him and so many have fallen. Triple H coming from Raw to SmackDown. We heard about a big trade rumor that went down. Triple H was indeed the one coming to SmackDown from that trade. So Triple H got the opportunity. He won that match, and since then has beaten John Cena one-on-one and Bray Wyatt one-on-one to really stake his claim to being the next contender and potentially the next World Heavyweight Champion. Triple H has gone through a downward spiral the past year or so. He has called this a career resurgence here on SmackDown, a career revival. The Cerebral Assassin is coming back, and he's here on SmackDown to take the World Heavyweight title tonight from Kevin Owens, who has not lost on pay-per-view ever. His first pay-per-view was at the Elimination Chamber. He's been at every pay-per-view since, and he has not lost. That is an impressive record. Champion since WrestleMania. Triple H doesn't care about any of that. All he cares about is the last few weeks and how good he's been performing and how confident he is coming into this one. He believes that tonight is his night. Kevin Owens says otherwise. Earlier on, we heard from Kevin Owens, who basically said, look, Triple H past his prime. He needs to respect Kevin Owens. Respect all the accomplishments that Kevin Owens has accomplished over the course of this year. I mean, Kevin Owens, let's face it, has beaten everyone. Lesnar. Oh, yeah, Kevin Owens mentioned all before, but we'll mention a few. Recently, he's beaten CM Punk, Cena, Lesnar, Del Rio. That's in the last couple of months. That's some big names there from Kevin Owens. How good has he been? It's just been an incredible story, an incredible tale. Kevin Owens has officially staked his claim as the best in the WWE. He is the number one right now. No one can deny it. No one can take that away from him. No one can take that championship away from him. Many have tried, many have fallen. Triple H could be the next one to join that illustrious list. That's a list filled with Hall of Famers to be. Triple H does not want to join that list here tonight. He wants to take that very championship away from Kevin Owens and become a champion for the first time here in Universe Mode. He's had a few opportunities. You go back to last year's Night of Champions event where Triple H competed in a Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Championship, and he failed on that occasion. We'll see how he goes here tonight. Starts with a running high knee there by the Game. Triple H, a good start from him, and he needs to start strong to try and take a bit of the confidence away from Kevin Owens, who He has more confidence than anyone in this world right now. He believes he is untouchable. He believes that he will never be defeated in his life. That's how good Kevin Owens thinks he is. And that's how good Kevin Owens might just be. We have no reason to doubt his ability. DDT. Triple H, a veteran, has won every title there is to win throughout his career, has been so impressive. But many have just kind of questioned him over the past couple of years. Is Triple H ready to hang up the boots? Has he still got anything left to offer? Is he still as good as he once was? Can he still be a champion? Can he compete at this level? Triple H needs to answer those questions here tonight. This will be a true test of his abilities here. He had a match against Dean Ambrose earlier on this year at Payback for the WWE Championship. He failed on that occasion, which certainly left us kind of wondering about the future of Triple H, whether or not he will be around going forward. But he's managed to get himself back in shape and back ready to go. And at the moment, Kevin Owens is going to make him pay. These right hands to the outside. Triple H is in trouble. Triple H, though, countering, sends down Owens. So this is what we want to see from the game. We want to see him go pound to pound, strike for strike. Here with Kevin Owens, and Triple H is fired up, and oh my God, what a clothesline. Well, you get the better of Owens for a moment. You pump yourself up, and Kevin Owens launches every single ounce of his body at you with that clothesline. That is something you just cannot prepare yourself for. Triple H was almost destroyed. Incredible. Kevin Owens now. Knee right to the head of the game. Owens has Triple H back up again. And Triple H had a good start, and now all of a sudden Kevin Owens is just getting ready to go into his work. But Triple H going to try and stop that from happening. And the key to beating Kevin Owens is longevity. Kevin Owens has proven in the past that he can take an absolute beating, just get destroyed time in, time out, and just keeps on kicking out. You know, I recall a match against John Cena before Money in the Bank. Here's a cover by Triple H, a kick out. A match against John Cena before Money in the Bank. John Cena won on that occasion because of a referee blunder. But on that occasion, Kevin Owens kicked out of absolutely everything Cena had. The AA multiple times, you know, submissions didn't work. Everything Cena could throw at him, Kevin Owens kept kicking out. And the only reason why he lost in the end because he grabbed the ropes. The referee didn't see it because he has an eyesight problem. But Kevin Owens just finds a way to keep on kicking out of everything. So Triple H has to ensure that he does not get frustrated here tonight. The pedigree, the first time, it's probably not going to work. The second time, I'm going to say it's probably not going to work. He might need to hit it 3, 4, maybe even 5 times to beat Kevin Owens here tonight, because that is how good Kevin Owens is. He just finds a way to keep on going. Whether or not Triple H can hang in that long, I don't know. Because that pop-up powerbomb that Kevin Owens has is so dangerous, it's so brutal, and has beaten the very best of the best, and not many have been able to survive it. Kevin Owens just slowly grinding down Triple H. Triple H now back to his feet, trying to do the same here to Owens. And now Triple H against the ropes. Triple H now. Elbow struck there by Owens. And Owens just slowly going about his business, waiting for Triple H to get back to his feet. He's in no hurry. He's in no rush. Triple H trying to grab Owens, countering. Owens now. A kick to the midsection, a couple strikes to the back, and now we'll just test Triple H. Put a bit of pressure on him. Here's the cover. He'll kick out. We knew he would, but Owens is just trying to keep Triple H honest here. Strike right to the back of the head by Triple H. That was a good one. And again, a second time. That's rocked Owens a bit. Owens in a bit of trouble. Big chop there by Triple H. Now he feels as though he might just test Owens out a bit. He will comfortably kick out at 2, giving himself a little bit extra time to reset himself here, but Triple H not going to give it to him. He's continuing the assault. That's what Triple H has to do. Don't allow Kevin Owens any time to recover. Keep on going. For Triple H, the longer this match goes, the better it's going to favor Kevin Owens. Triple H, if he's going to win, he has to try and finish this early. Kevin Owens' longevity is just incredible, as we touched on. So Triple H needs to put Owens away as soon as he possibly can. Not only that, because he's a bit of a veteran nowadays, Triple H, you have to start to wonder, how much has Triple H got in the tank as well? Owens clothesline. Despite being in incredible shape, the body, the age, it wears on you. Triple H, he'll know that, and he has to try and overcome it. Owens thought about perhaps flying over the top of the rope. We know he can do that. Something that Triple H probably doesn't expect him to do too much. Here comes Owens. Launches himself at Triple H, landing right there on the gut and the chest of Triple H. Owens pressing on Triple H. And he'll kick out though, but Owens just slowly getting going here, isn't he? Snapmare takedown, and this is now becoming the Kevin Owens show again. Kevin Owens for the last 6 months has just dominated everyone. It has been an incredible journey. Incredible rise to the top. You talk about being a breakout star. Owens has certainly been that. Owens has just been unbelievable. He debuted before the Elimination Chamber early this year, and ever since has not even looked like losing. He's had a couple losses for sure, but when it counts, Owens is just into a new level. Something that no one has been able to match as of yet. And Triple H is finding it out firsthand right now. Triple H thought he was ready. He went through a battle against John Cena on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. He thought he was prepared. But nothing can prepare you right now for Kevin Owens when he's in this mood. Kevin Owens! No, he can't get it. Triple H kicks out. Both legs are hooked. And Owens thought maybe that would have been it. Triple H still fighting. The game is being played right now by Kevin Owens. The Cerebral Assassin has not come out as of yet. Owens still going. Samoan drop by Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens is just going through the motions right now, isn't he? Just going about his business. Doing what he's done for so long. Triple H, though, trying to pick up Owens, making a mistake. Triple H, snapmare. Triple H now trying to grind down Kevin Owens. And this is what Triple H needs to do. Just needs to hang in. Stay in this match. Now picks up Owens. Pile driver. Well, what about that from Triple H? The pile driver. Owens was not expecting that. And that could be it. Triple H not through yet. Trying to beat some sense into this youngster who's disrespected Triple H over the last few weeks. Basically saying that Triple H needs to retire. Triple H trying to teach him a lesson, showing that he's still got it, that he's still as good as he once was. Owens back to his feet now. Triple H grabs a hold of Owens. Look out! Swinging neckbreaker. It was slow, but effective. And look at that. Kevin Owens is going to be back to his feet first. That's how much Triple H is struggling here. That's how much Triple H has put in those last few minutes to try and get this comeback going. Exhausted all of his resources here. The high knee, though, will be very effective in keeping Owens down. Triple H can take a breather in the process. Owens kicks out, and you can just see Triple H just struggling a little bit, trying to regain some energy, get those legs pumping. Owens back to his feet. Triple H continues the assault. Another knee to the head. The game launching an onslaught, but it could be stopped in its tracks by a clothesline from the champ. And Kevin Owens just brilliant, isn't he? He's gone from being in trouble. Now he's going to launch back. And here comes a package pile driver. The cover. Triple H desperately trying to kick out, as you can see. Well, the left leg, the right leg I should say, was moving around everywhere. It was desperately trying to try and get out of that situation. He did at the count of two. Barely. This match continues, but Triple H has been worn down by Owens. Another snapmare. And Owens, it's almost as he's toying with Triple H a little bit here. Just, he knows he's got him. He knows that he can end this right now, Kevin. He's just wearing down Triple H and just emphasizing how good he is. Triple H, though, has he got anything left? A snapmare of his own. And trying to repay the favor a little bit here. Now can Kevin Owens get out of this? Kevin Owens trying to get back up. Couple of shots now to Triple H. And the game had to try and offer up a little bit more than that. Strikes here from Triple H. Connecting first before Owens. Triple H now. Sidewalk slam of his own. And Triple H went straight down. He connected with it. Went straight down. He just had nothing more to give. Trying to get to his feet first. He is. He's still going. The veteran. The game. He's trying his hardest. Went for a spine buster. Owens countering with the DDT. Now setting him up. You know what's coming next. No! Triple H knew. He countered it. Well scouted out by the game. And here comes the figure 4 leg lock. Triple H, will he make Kevin Owens tap out for the first time in his career? Kevin Owens reversing it, and the pain and pressure now onto Triple H. Well, Triple H, to his credit, able to counter what was going to be probably a pop-up powerbomb. Owens, though, he's not through yet. Now we're about to see it. Here it comes. The pop-up powerbomb. The cover, the leg is hooked. And Owens retains. Kevin Owens has fought his way to victory. The champion continues to fight. The champion continues to hold the gold. Kevin Owens has done it again. Another title defense. This is getting something special, isn't it? This championship reign from Owens is something to watch. It is absolutely mesmerizing how good Kevin Owens has been in the past 6 months. A rejuvenated Triple H could not even compete with Kevin Owens tonight. Triple H, how good has he been in the last few weeks? Maybe that was just too much. Maybe he used everything he had trying to get himself prepared for Kevin Owens, and he left nothing in the tank when it came to the match itself. I don't know. But Triple H put up a hell of a fight. But at the end of the day, Owens was just too good for Triple H. Triple H, he fought hard, gave everything he had. But the resurrection of Triple H is not happening here tonight. Kevin Owens wants that belt. The belt that he's held for so long. So impressive is Kevin Owens. You have to wonder, is there anyone left that could possibly beat Kevin Owens? I don't know. Oh, the lights have gone out. Well, that's not a good sign. What's going on here? And, whoa! The Undertaker from behind! The Undertaker's here! And a choke slam! Well, of course, the lights are out. Who else could it possibly be? The dead man is here! Well, he teased an appearance at SummerSlam. We haven't seen him since. We heard the rumors that he was going to be here tonight. And there it is! The Tombstone Pile Driver! Kevin Owens retains, but perhaps the next challenger has arrived. The Undertaker sending a statement to the champion here. The dead man has risen. The Undertaker is after the World Heavyweight Championship. Last year, it was a night to forget for The Undertaker. This year, he makes sure it's one to remember. The dead man rises again. And the chokeslam followed by the tombstone. Well, Owens has to watch his back now. The dead man, he is here. As we get ready for our main event, the WWE Championship. It's on the line. Check out the preview right here. And now Ziggler back in the ring, still setting up Rollins. Now from behind, zigzag again! Zigzag again! The second time, Ziggler to win the WWE title. Finally, he's done it! Ziggler has won the WWE Championship. Finn Balor lining this up, soaking in the moment for the coup de grace. Finn Balor is your new champion. Last night I did what anybody with the Money in the Bank briefcase would have done. They would have taken that opportunity, they would have cashed in, and they would have won that championship. That's exactly what I did. I took advantage of the situation. Gallows and Anderson, are we friends? Yeah, we're friends. Not only are we friends, but we have a little club that we like to call the Balor Club. And those two guys are the first two honorary members alongside of myself. The Balor Club is here to stay. The Balor Club is here to take over Monday Night Raw. We have the WWE Championship. Soon, we'll take the tag team titles. We'll take the US title. Hell, we'll even take the Divas title if we have to. We will hold all the gold here on Raw, and there is nobody that can stop us. It's the Ultimate Alliance. Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler. Have they finally teamed up? Will they finally coincide to take out the Balor Club together? Oh my god, what's Seth Rollins doing? It's the curb stop! Seth Rollins hits the curb stop on Dolph Ziggler! It's every man for themselves. Rollins, Ziggler, Balor, the WWE Championship at Night of Champions. And it is here, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for our main event. It is Dolph Ziggler, Seth Rollins, and the champion, Finn Balor. Well, what a story this has been. You just saw it in the recap right there. You know, you go back to WrestleMania, where Ziggler was the US champion, really doing well, really about to break through. And The Rock was holding him back, stopping him from getting all these opportunities at the title. He overcame all that. He overcame The Rock. He overcame the challenges of Rusev and all these guys coming after him. He overcame all that and finally got his opportunity at SummerSlam. He won the championship. He did it. He finally won it. And for it to be all taken away from him in, 7 minutes I think it was, is heartbreaking, really, isn't it? So, Ziggler, you got to feel for the guy. But he's got to hit back here tonight. This is his opportunity. This is his chance. Triple threat matchup here tonight. And the first of Ziggler's opponents, it is Seth Rollins, two-time WWE champion himself. Well, last year was the night of Rollins, wasn't it? It was Seth Rollins winning the WWE Championship in a Fatal 4-Way match. He beat Triple H, The Rock, Randy Orton all in one night. It started a tremendous reign by Rollins. Seth Rollins, he lost the championship at SummerSlam to Ziggler in a great match between those two. A lot of history between Ziggler and Rollins. They'll meet again here tonight. But it's been the question mark. Will Rollins help Ziggler take down the Balor Club? That's the situation that we have to deal with right now. I think for me, Rollins is not interested. I think he's all about the WWE Championship. But we'll see. We'll see if Rollins' fortunes change going forward. He knows that the Balor Club has been hunting him down for weeks now. He's been on the receiving end of a number of attacks by Anderson and Gallows and Balor himself. Well, Rollins needs to try and do something about it here tonight. By taking the championship, it'll be the first step in the right direction. The demon will rise again here tonight. It is a new demon. It is perhaps the real demon. Finn Balor. Last month, we were talking about how great he is, a great addition to Raw, and what a role model he will be, and a great superstar of the future. Now, just 4 weeks later, he is perhaps the most hated man on Raw. There he is, the WWE Champion, Finn Balor. Well, he's alone right now, but will he be alone all match? I doubt it. But he is the champion, ladies and gentlemen, and the champion because he cashed in on Dolph Ziggler at SummerSlam. Before the cash in, Anderson and Gallows attacked Ziggler. You saw it in the promo. Attacked Ziggler. Balor came out, took advantage. But Finn Balor has been a bit of a protected entity since, hasn't really had to compete. He's had Gallows and Anderson doing his dirty work for him. So now this is our first chance to really see Finn Balor as champion. How good is he? He kind of talked about a few weeks ago on Raw, he talked about how everyone kept saying that he wasn't ready to be champion. He wasn't ready to cash in, he should wait. Well, he's tired of people telling him what to do. He's tired of people doubting him. This is his moment, this is his chance to prove to us otherwise, that he should be champion and should be champion right now. This is his moment. This is his time to shine. The WWE Championship on the line. Finn Balor, the champion, defends for the first time against Ziggler and Rollins. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What a match this is going to be. And straight away, Rollins coming after Ziggler. Well, this is exactly what Finn Balor would have wanted. Oh no, wait a minute. Rollins coming after Balor too. I mean, Ziggler has been basically begging Rollins to come side with him. Come help him. You know, he's been looking for partners for weeks. He's been inviting Rollins to come take down the Balor Club with him. But Rollins continues to refuse. And he just made his intentions known right there that he's coming straight after Dolph Ziggler. There is no alliances. This is about the championship. And that's what Rollins wants at the end of the day. He wants to be champion. He doesn't care about the Balor Club. He cares about himself and being the WWE champion. Whereas Ziggler, well, he wants to do things the right way. He wants to take down this new club that's dominating Raw, and he wants to win back the championship at the end of the day, yes. Wait a minute, Finn Balor going to the top rope early on here. Ziggler, what's he thinking about? Balor off the top with a splash. Ziggler going off the top as well. And I don't think Ziggler really connected all that much. He hit the leg of Rollins, but both men going off the top at the same time. And Balor. Wow, what about that with a brainbuster there by Finn Balor? Well, you talk about the best. This is perhaps the three very best in-ring superstars we have on Raw, in the one ring, at the one time, in the main event of Night of Champions. Balor faced first by Rollins. And Rollins and Ziggler, lots of history, we talked about it a moment ago. And, oh, Ziggler this time plants Rollins down. Lots of history, but at the end of the day, Ziggler has gotten the better of Rollins on both occasions they met at SummerSlam. The first time for the US title last year, and then last month for the WWE Championship. Ziggler won on that occasion as well. So Rollins has a lot to prove here. A lot to prove that he is better than Dolph Ziggler because, well, history says otherwise. So Rollins needs to try and get the better of Ziggler here tonight, which is probably why he's targeted Ziggler for the most part in this match. He's got a point to prove against Ziggler. Finn Balor, only been here on the main roster for a little over a month now, since Money in the Bank. Well, about 2 months now, I probably should say. It was from NXT, of course, where he was battling the likes of AJ Styles and Samoa Joe and Hideo Itami down there. And now he moves up straight away into the main event scene here on Raw. Has the transition come about too quickly for Balor? We'll see here tonight. Obviously, he's got a bit of an insurance card up his sleeve in the Balor Club members of Gallows and Anderson that's helped him kind of ease him into this opportunity that he has. Balor now off the top by Ziggler. So I think without the Balor Club, Finn Balor would certainly be in a world of trouble trying to deal with Rollins and Ziggler at the same time. But Gallows and Anderson have been very good in protecting their leader. Rollins now still coming after Ziggler. He still has the only eyes really on Dolph Ziggler at the moment, trying to really get the better of Ziggler. I mean, Ziggler's been wanting to team with Rollins to try and take the Balor Club down. And, you know, arguably, if Rollins and Ziggler team up, they probably will take the Balor Club down. You go back to last week on Raw, where Rollins, he came out, he took out the entire Balor Club on his own. Unfortunately, he took out Ziggler at the same time. So, if these two guys do team up, the Balor Club is in trouble. Fortunately enough for the Balor Club, they haven't had to deal with that yet, and a Pele kick there by Finn Balor. Impressive there. This match has been taken to the outside. Look out for some weapons and the announce table. It's all legal right now because at the moment there is no disqualification as Ziggler with the abdominal stretch being applied on him by Rollins, and Balor's just able to watch on. No pinfalls or submissions can occur outside the ring. So they have that advantage up their sleeve right now for the third man watching on. They don't have to really get themselves involved, such as Balor on that occasion. He can kind of watch on And enjoy. And there's a neck breaker there by Finn Balor. Rollins just happy to watch Finn Balor go to work on Dolph Ziggler. And now Balor again. Bit of a modified German suplex that time. Had both arms wrapped and connecting. And stopped right there. Almost quite low there on Ziggler. Went for a attempted drop kick. Missed. And now since Finn Balor's finished with Ziggler, here comes Rollins. Finn Balor, though, he doesn't care who he battles. Finn Balor's got a bit of a point to prove against Seth Rollins as well. He took out his entire club on Raw. There's no doubt Finn Balor will be wanting some revenge as well. The Demon, whenever we see that face paint come on, he just steps into a new gear. And I think tonight we're going to see the true face of Balor, what he's truly all about. The evil side of the Demon, perhaps coming here tonight. Oh, a German suplex there. Now from behind, Rollins with a full Nelson. And slamming the neck of Rollins back in nearly at the steel ring post as well. And all three men just fighting each other right now. Rollins going to do it again! Almost into the ringside barricade as well. Seth Rollins is just relentless right now. His pursuit of Ziggler is just incredible. Wants nothing to do with Balor. Just after Ziggler. Wants that revenge. Earlier on in the night as well, Rollins stating that this is all Ziggler's fault. Everything that's happened in the last month has been all Ziggler's fault. The reason why they're in this mess to begin with is because of Ziggler and the fact that he lost against Finn Balor at SummerSlam. Which is a little harsh to say. I think Ziggler did his best on that occasion. Oh, Seth Rollins for the third time. Tossing Ziggler around. I'm going to just say I think Ziggler did his very best in trying to fight off Finn Balor. He just had nothing left in the tank. You know, and obviously getting beat up by the Balor Club beforehand didn't help either. So, Ziggler, I think he did his very best. It's a little unfair to criticize him there. Both knees to the face there of Ziggler by Finn Balor. And Balor with a big kick to the side of the head as well. Finn Balor now looking for a baseball bat. The weapons are in play. And knocked out of his hands by Rollins. And that flying elbow as well, connecting. So, I mean, it's a little harsh to kind of criticize Ziggler for that reason, but obviously Seth Rollins is still quite annoyed at Ziggler, and the reason why Rollins has had a tough few weeks as well as Ziggler has been because of the Balor Club, and he feels as though the Balor Club would not be as strong as it is if Ziggler did not lose at SummerSlam. And that's a little harsh in my opinion, but Rollins obviously has a bit of a grudge against Ziggler, which is probably the reason why he has not sided with Ziggler yet. Maybe he can get that grudge out of the way here tonight. Perhaps we'll start to see the Balor Club being tested a little bit more. Ziggler now showing off a little bit as well. That side headlock applied to Rollins. This match still at the outside, so nothing can really happen that will affect the outcome of it. Balor might need to bring this match inside. Obviously no countouts or DQ applied. Ziggler now back in the ring, and Balor's going to get this one back inside. And Finn Balor now joins Ziggler inside the ring. And Finn Balor just showing off a little bit himself there. Just showing us how confident he is right now. And you see Seth Rollins, he took Balor in the corner and just immediately turned his attention to Ziggler. Paid the price for it. You can see Rollins just wants Ziggler's blood right now. The snapmare there by Ziggler. Rollins now heading to the top. Well, Finn Balor is in prime territory. Rollins with the splash! Ziggler had the elbows. Rollins interrupted it with a splash. Balor kicks out. I don't think Rollins really got a clean landing on the splash. He did connect though. And Rollins will have to kind of watch on as Balor gets back to his feet. Ziggler now in the corner. And Rollins with a right hand there to Finn Balor. And I think Ziggler is going to meet Seth Rollins again. I think Rollins just wanted to strike Finn Balor and get him out of the way so he could do that to Dolph Ziggler. Face first into the turnbuckle. You'd think this has to kind of help out Finn Balor right now as he rolls through, and that big super kick on the knees. Balor connects with a DDT. Well, who will Balor try and pin now? I think Ziggler would be the best opportunity for a win. Decides to come after Rollins a little bit more. And now Rollins in the corner. And Finn Balor. Uh-oh, here he comes. Finn Balor. And he'll kick Rollins straight into the turnbuckle. And again follows it up with that flying drop kick into the corner. Ziggler, though, the third man, gets in the way of Finn Balor's plans. Now Ziggler. What's he got planned? Perhaps thinking about ending this match himself. Ziggler went for a super kick. Balor got out of the way. Balor picks up Ziggler. Spins him around and face first goes down Ziggler. And now Balor feels as though he might just have Ziggler. I thought Rollins could have been a better chance. Rollins is still down. Balor believes otherwise. Went for the drop kick again. Ziggler getting out of the way. Ziggler now picks up Balor. Snap suplex. Rollins back to his feet. Rollins just trying to take a bit of a breather. Reassess, but Ziggler's not going to let him do so. A drop kick again by Dolph. Now Dolph heading back to the top. Rollins in position. Rollins getting back to his feet though. Lucky. Otherwise Ziggler was about to come after him. Ziggler, hold on! No, went for a chokehold, but the referee told him to break it up because of the rope break. But he had that guillotine in. Instead, not going to happen. And his elbows as Finn Balor's trying to put Ziggler away. Balor interrupting Dolph Ziggler there. Rollins. Oh, wait a minute. Rollins! The curb stop! Boom! Busting Balor open. That will be it, but Ziggler's right there to break it up, and he will. But Balor meets the curb stomp by Seth Rollins. I think that might be for the first time he's meeting that curb stomp, which is absolutely deadly. Ziggler knows all too well about that curb stomp, as Rollins unfortunately couldn't put Balor away because of it. But continues the assault now. Ziggler bouncing off Balor. Finn Balor. The knees to the head again. And that's busted him open. Balor now heads to the top. And Rollins enziguri to Finn Balor and takes him out to the outside of the ring. I think Balor might have been setting up for that coup de grace or something like that. Might have been looking to fly off the top. And Rollins just connected brilliantly to the side of Balor's face. That's already been busted open. And Rollins just continuing the pressure here. Rollins wearing down Balor. Ziggler though joins him to the outside. Into the ringside barricade. Not once but twice. Finn Balor's trying to crawl back to his feet. Rollins has a hold of Ziggler. Going to return the favor, is he? No. Brings him back inside the ring. Well, you can see the blood of Ziggler streaming down the forehead. Same with Balor. Rollins the only one who's yet to get a bit of colour on the top of his head. Now it's a bit of cat and mouse. Everyone's going in and out. Ziggler and Rollins are there though. Finn Balor thought about a springboard, decided against it. And instead, Rollins is taken down by Ziggler. Ziggler and Balor. Rollins is down, so a perfect opportunity here for one of these two men to capitalize. Rollins getting back to his feet now, though. And Ziggler's going to hook the leg. I don't think it's going to really lead to too much. Balor, we won't know because Rollins breaks it up. And you see Seth Rollins just kicking the ropes there. A little bit of frustration perhaps from Rollins. I'm not sure why. But you see it's just wearing on him. Now, big super kick again. On the knees of Balor. He rolled through. And Ziggler will break it up. Now he can be frustrated. Ziggler getting in the way of Rollins recapturing the WWE Championship for a third time. I believe that will be a record-setting third time. Here in Universe mode. Now Rollins off the top. Look out. Face first. Plants down Rollins. Off the top of the rope. Ziggler looking the goods now. Rollins though. He hits back. Takes Ziggler off of his feet. Finn Balor just watching on. And now Rollins. Curb stomp. Another curb stomp by Rollins on Ziggler. Finn Balor wants to win it. Rollins watching on. And immediately puts an end to that. But Ziggler meets the curb stomp again. Rollins has hit one on everyone now. Curb stomps for everyone. Balor's in the corner. Ziggler's still down. Rollins trying to decide his next move. All three men have gone through a battle so far. And now Rollins in the corner. Finn Balor The blood over the chest. You can see it's over the paint now. It's where there's a bit of black on the paint. It's a bit of extra red color. And it's not paint, it is blood. The blood of Finn Balor on the chest and the forehead. Rollins has Balor. And he's going to try and use the ropes to win here. Ziggler breaks it up. Had a couple of chances to break it up there. Luckily, he went back the second time because the referee wasn't convinced. And oh, wow! Well, I think that's a huge enziguri there by Rollins, connecting on Ziggler. Now, trying to keep Ziggler off of his feet, trying to wear him down a little further. Balor, though, picks Ziggler back up. Ziggler right now is just everyone's just coming after Ziggler right now, aren't they? The double knees to Ziggler. Balor follows it up with that drop kick, the sliding drop kick. Got him low, but he got him right in the head, and Rollins breaks it up again. Balor and Rollins both dominating Ziggler. Now it's time to dominate one another. One of these two you'd think will probably win here. Uh-oh. Rollins has got Balor. Nearly, though. Ziggler's trying to work his way back into it. Ziggler, he's desperate. Desperate right now. Rollins, snap suplex. Balor now heads to the top. What's Balor thinking? Finn Balor now. He's setting up for it. The coup de grace. He's got it. Rollins, he's climbing to the top. Rollins is he's gonna jump or break this up. It's too late. Finn Balor sneaks in and steals this match with a coup de grace. And Rollins has made a big mistake. Rollins was joining Balor up on the top of the rope. Balor went first, hit it, went for the cover. Rollins had a chance to break it up. He had to just jump and just do something. Instead, he jumped down. And I'm not quite sure what he was thinking next. I think he had enough time to just break that up and keep this match going. But instead, Balor was able to go to the top. Here it was, Balor heading up to the top. Rollins hit the suplex on Ziggler. He was down in prime position for Balor to strike. And Rollins decides, I'm going to go up the top of the rope or springboard or something. Heads to the top rope here. Balor hits the coup de grace, gets the cover, and Rollins just had the jump on that there. And then just fall down and do something. Break that up. And as wait a minute! Luke Gallows! Luke Gallows is here! Rollins was walking up the ramp in disgust after losing, and on his way there, guess who? Balor Club member, Luke Gallows! A big kick to the head. He has a steel chair in hand. Well, we knew the Balor Club was going to turn up. We thought it would be during the match. Well, Balor wins fair and square at the end of the day. And Gallows takes out Rollins. Meanwhile, well, you can see the table has been taken out because Carl Anderson's at the other side of the ring. He started to beat down on Ziggler. And this is not good for Ziggler. Again, meets the Balor Club right when you don't want to. Oh my God, through the table. Wow. And now the celebrations can begin for Finn Balor as he celebrates his championship win. Well, surely, this is going to lead to Ziggler and Rollins team up. Surely, after all this assault, all the beatdowns in the world, maybe now is the time that Rollins pulls the trigger on the alliance. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us for another episode of You Know This Mode. This has been a big pay-per-view indeed. Lots of twists and turns. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like on this episode. Let's try and shoot for a big goal of 50 likes. Incredible indeed. If you did watch the entire pay-per-view, please leave in the comment section down below the word champion. That's all I want. The word champion. Let me know that you watched it all. Hope you guys enjoyed the pay-per-view, and I'll see you all next video.